When you hear the name Cheese World, you think gourmet cheese.
Hampton League Live. Welcome to your live coverage of the 3YBFM Hampton League Live Match of the Day, right here on Streamer, Australia's premier community sports streaming platform. The best coverage of local footy and netball on the Great South Coast starts now. For Warrnambool Nissan, Baitness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool. This is the 3YBFM Hampton League Live Match of the Day, live and free on Streamer.
Dolby Atmos soundbar with detachable speakers, epic deal, $694. Sony wireless headphones from just $68. And for premium sound, save $70 on JBL Live 770 headphones, now just $178. More in store and online. Harvey Norman Epic Audio. Best prices guaranteed. Conditions and exclusions apply.
Hampton League Live.
For Warrnambool Nissan, Flying Horse Bar and Brewing, Warrnambool Sheep Metal, Luke Williams Real Estate, and Pearson's Nursery.
94.5 3YBFM.
Yeah, welcome back to Hampton League Live on your Saturday afternoon from the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy. Sun is shining, nice crowd, and it is absolutely picture-perfect conditions over here. Port Fairy taking on the Koroit Saints. The unofficial Guinness Cup is happening in the marquee downstairs. They've got Guinness on tap. Get in there if you're a past player, because a free pint of Guinness to every past player at the Port Fairy Seagulls. And umpires today, Stevie Walker and Mickey Louth, are two of the best boys.
Yeah, a couple of experienced campaigners there, and yeah, Mickey's had a terrific season. Haven't seen a lot of Steve this year, but always ever reliable and always does a great job. So, no, two good officiators.
And our pre-game sponsor, Taylor McHenry, he's the runner this afternoon for the Koroit Saints as well, Gub. So he's doing it all, and as Chris McLaren said, trying to get himself back and fit and into this contest. The toss, Wigsy. Who won the toss and who's kicking which way?
Koroit won the toss and are kicking to the left of screen, so kicking towards the Tower Hill end.
So they will kick to the Tower Hill end. It's going to be young Jakey McCosh and Liam Hoy in the middle. Burn will start in the middle too for the Saints, and Jack Block also in there. And then on the opposition, it looks like it's Jakey Bartlett to be in there. The Edmonds boys, Jimmy and Lucas as well for the Port Fairy Seagulls. So this contest about to get underway. Looking forward to it. There's always good close games between these two rival clubs. And umpire Mickey Loutherhilly is going to hold the ball aloft. A little bit later start, 2:20, and your Saturday afternoon, sit back and enjoy.
Round 15, split round. Let's get it underway. McCosh and Bartlett just setting themselves in the big centre circle here at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy. High throw up, body on body. The tap down didn't go anyone's way, and we'll have a second stoppage. Any matchups, Wigsy, that you can see that might be something to keep an eye on throughout the day?
Yeah, look, I think not Sam Dobson looks like he started middle of the 50. But they're just sort of finding their way at the moment, Hilly.
So Campbell free kick gets it to Liam Hoy, low towards half forward, almost a mark there by the Seagulls. Nice bit of work there by Nagorka. Here comes Jake McCosh with the follow-up handballs, but only as far as Calby Fleming. He looks out wide to the right half-back flank for a teammate who got a toe poke. In there is Couch. Free kick's going to go against the Saints. It'll go towards Port Fairy, and they'll have it on right half-back.
Boys, I haven't seen Will Couch for a month or two. He's got himself looking nice and fit, and Stubby had a little bit of a mid-season break. He looks like he's done a bit of work, I reckon.
Pretty solid last week too, I believe.
Yeah, so good to see him back for the Koroit Saints. So Port Fairy trying to build something. They go out wide, far out of side. Nice mark at the end taken by the big man Jake Bartlett. What a season we've touched on he has had. He goes further afield. There's Merkovich, reads it well off the pack. Going back was Gunning. Free kick. No, umpire says play on. Rowan with a quick kick around the body. This goes through the hands that time of Ryan. Stacks on the mill and the ball goes out of bounds. Yes, it does. And we will have a ball up in that forward pocket. So a nice little soft build-up in this first kind of couple of minutes of this contest.
So ball inside forward 50 for the Seagulls. I reckon it's going to be Robertson up against Bolsh in the ruck contest. Drops a little bit short. Here comes Robertson with the left boot. Goes towards goal. Rowan has to take on 3. And Mac Peterson with the Peter Bolsh Bridgestone mark of the day contender.
Good mark.
Courageous. And he'll play on immediately. Looks for Connor Byrne, who's just at the tip of the 50-metre line in his defensive half. Goes short, finds Bolsh. Works a handball to Hoy. And they're clean off half back. Spearing past to Dobson. Almost got the daisy cutter. Going in there is McCutcheon. Ball remains idle. Between wing and half forward, we'll have a stoppage. And that was some clean ball use. Izzy across half back.
Yeah, I mean, both sides have started just having a bit of a look at each other, aren't they? But, yeah, some interesting matchups for sure here, particularly around the middle of the ground.
So the ball got moving forward. Lockie Gunning looks just to get that ball moving forward. Over the back there was Jason Rowan. He can run into goal for the first of the day. And he pushes it out wide. And it trickles over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. But they've looked dangerous in the first 2 minutes. Wixie moving ball forward.
Yeah, no, they have. They probably needed to handball that one, Rowie. He had a Port Fairy player there going in front of him. So, but yeah, they have. They've looked okay, and they've been able to kick market a couple of times.
Gee, it was a bad fall there at Hamilton Eyes in that last race. I hope, I don't know who was involved, but I hope that Jock...
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a shocker. So, Mickey Lowther now, 20 metres out. So the Seagulls started this game well. Fist comes over the top that time by McCosh. Holding, free kick's going to go to the Koroit Saints off the ball. And it's going to go to little Neve. For the Koroit Saints. What a great little player. He's developed into a kick. Had to be good. Nearly cut off that time, but Peterson was good enough. Gets it to Harrington. Or block it might have been to a running Tommy Bolsh. So Bolsh now kicks into space. The Seagulls getting some numbers back there. One of them was Sell. Stacks on the mill once again. Plays going in and cracking in nice and hard here in this contest. What you like to see between these two teams. And umpire Stevie Walker says, let's have a ball up. Nearly true centre half forward position. So we've played 4 minutes, no score on the National Tile scoreboard. Shout out to Terry Becks too. They won the Senior Ashes in England in the last week or so, which is fantastic. Quick kick comes out on the end of it. There's McCutcheon for the Koroit Saints. He's about 45 out. Wants to play on quickly. Squares it up. Looking for Byrne. Going back with a flight there was McKenna. Goes through his hands. Bouncing football. Neve's got time. Dodges around one, goes back in ball, but it's all Port Fairy, and Jimmy Edmonds takes an uncontested mark.
Yeah, nice mark by Edmonds, and he'll look to go towards the corridor. Lockie gunning the target. Over the back's got some support, but he follows up, and he gets it moving forward to half forward. Good kick in the end, and they can get it out. Ryan lost his step, goes towards Rowan, who just stands and takes the mark. 15 metres out. And he'll kick from almost directly in front, and that was really good play, Wiggsy, through the corridor, and Gunny, second effort, created that opportunity.
Yeah, really good intercept mark by James Edmonds, and then took on the corridor, probably a little bit risky, but they had numbers there, and over get a bit of speed and ball, and Rowan's just got it out the back, so they've looked good. They've looked good early, Port Fairy.
So Rowan, he's probably even a little bit closer than 15 metres. He's probably about 11 metres out. And he's kicked that many goals. He's the league leading goal kicker in the history of the Hampton Football Netball League. Comes in and he doesn't make a mistake. The first of the day goes to Jason Rowan, and Port Fairy go to 1 straight 6. Koroit yet to score. 5 minutes gone on the league contracting time clock. Greg Kelson.
Yeah, he's got himself involved early, Rowan, of course, with the first couple of forays forward, and he's looking very, very dangerous.
Boys, we've got a drone too. I don't know whether you've seen it, but it just took off. It's up nice and high, but the drone was just hovering around out there.
The top of it,
yeah, I just keeping an eye on things. It's been ticked off from Trent Hill and the Hammond League because, gee whiz, I've seen these get out of control before, these drones.
Especially around your house, your area, Matthew.
Yes, the old spider roads. So, ball back in the middle. Umpire Stevie Walker. So, good start here for the Port Fairy Seagulls. Big Jakey Bartlett trying to start it again. Kick off the ground. Saints forward. That was Rob. He was tackled as soon as he got possession and going absolutely nowhere. So, we are going to have another ball up. Just a little bit, just a play. It's Fraser Robb. He's just a little bit sore getting up here too. He hasn't really moved, and play is just So it might be a blood rule here, by the looks of it. Umpire's calling on a blood. So not ideal for Fraser Robb here. So we might have a little bit of claret, all thanks to Koroit Pharmacy. He's up now
He's
to
coming
his
off the
feet.
ground, boys, obviously.
But looks like
Blood
it
coming
might
out
be.
of the mouth.
Yeah, Wiggsy, keep an eye on that one for us, big fella. It looks like the honk and the mouth. So young Fraser Robb. Not an ideal start to his Saturday afternoon. That is for sure. So we will have another ball up. So players just getting themselves back into position here. Good to see young Riley Parsons playing senior footy here too for the Koroit Saints. Good young kid. There goes Couch to beautiful handball that time from Hoy. Straight down to Byrne, and Byrne does not disappoint. That was good play from the stoppage. And it all started with Couch. He got the quick hands out to Liam Hoy, who went further afield to Connor Byrne. And Connor Byrne, a running shot on goal, 35 metres. That was very, very impressive, Wiggsy and Eyes.
Yeah, look, Seb McKenna then, you can see he would I think Port Fairy bench were telling him to drop off, probably trying to double team Sam Dobson. Will Couch is one of those players who goes up into stoppages, and then obviously that's where it started. And Connor Byrne, yeah, he's dangerous in front of goal.
That's 40 for the year for Byrne. He's only 6 behind Cody. He's had a super season. So McInerney up against Bartlett. He got the little tap down looking for a teammate. Edmonds coming through. That was Lucas for a kick. But a terrific play this year, Lucas Edmonds.
McInerney doing all right in the middle.
He did. He had a couple of goes at it and was trying to direct it to his teammate. So he'll go short. Kick's good. He finds Lucas King. Goes on the left boot. He'll go long and deep. Rowan territory. And standing tall there is Robinson for the Port Fairy Seagulls.
Good mids.
And he's got
before. He's got great mids.
And he's a good contested mark. So Robinson will have a shot at goal about 15 metres out directly in front to put the Seagulls back up by 6 points. The youngster, first year at the Seagulls, comes in and doesn't make a mistake. He kicks his first and they go out to a 6-point lead. On the national tile scoreboards, 2 straight 12 Port Fairy, 1 straight 6th the Koroit Saints, and we've almost ticked at 9.5 minutes on the league contracting time clock.
Yeah, look, good clearance work. Again, we were talking about Jake Bartlett, but with the Edmonds boys in there as well. Merkovich starting half forward, but they've been good, and that was just a good, long, deep entry. And Storm Robinson, again, playing a little bit deep. Obviously, with that, he's pushing back. But really, really good. Just took it one grab, no fumble.
They're not mucking about either. They're just getting it in as quick as they can, Wiggsy, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Mac Peterson's got Jason Rowan too, boys.
Davey Driggle just sent to a nice little photo. You wouldn't believe it was a horse's birthday yesterday, boys. And our great mate of the show, Robbie Nahas, his birthday, you wouldn't believe it's the 1st of August as well, which is pretty apt, isn't it? For the great man. That's unbelievable. I love it. That was on Big Footy Forum too, which is sensational.
Ollie Dowie's birthday yesterday as well. Yes, it was.
Love it, big fella. I'm not going to go there, but yes, there goes Matty Selgers. Picks that one off the back of the pack, kicks forward again. Bouncing football. Will take him without the contest there that time. And the free kick will go to the Koroit Saints. And that might be little Hamish Dobson. Yep. Yes, it is the hammer. Good young kid with a heap of ability. Runs around. Dobson's a target. His uncle, big fist, reading it well. There was Bartlett. His handball was intercepted. Coming through there was Rook, going absolutely nowhere. And we will have a ball up. Virtually smack bang in front of the commentary box here. Let's go around the grounds. All thanks to Matko Hyash. As we say, good afternoon, Jared Lowry joining us once again this afternoon because no ski to Cannon, North Warrnambool v Codden. Jez, how are you, buddy?
Good, thanks, Stewie. Beautiful day out here at Bushfield. Quite a quick game of footy. Quarter time though, and the score is North Warrnambool 3-3-21, Cobden 3-1-19. So a pretty good game of footy.
And good conditions right across the southwest. Good stuff, Jez. Great to have you on board. And Bobby Thomas, that game starts at 3 o'clock. It is the Hamilton Kangaroos taking on Terang Morlake, so a fair bit of interest in that contest this afternoon as well.
Hamish Williams gets the handball out and he's slung. Well, it wasn't. Yeah, no, it was a little bit manhandled after releasing the footy, so he'll get the free kick. So he's an exceptional young talent, young Hamish Williams. He finds Lucas King on the wing and he loves to run and provide and give a long kick. Goes towards half forward. They fly for it. That was Harry Pollock. Getting it there is Connor Burns. Short kick looking for Clemmy Nagorka. Working it to the wing. Intercepted there by Bartlett. Works it back inboard. And a free kick over the shoulder is going to go to Jake Bartlett, who's been busy in this contest already this afternoon, Eyes.
Well, his ball handling skills for a big bloke have really come on, haven't they? You know, he used to be just hit it on, hit it forward or whatever, but he can just pick it up on the run now.
He's like an extra midfielder. Here comes Radush Mohan. Oh, he's taken high. First in for the footy.
Jakey Bartlett, isn't he? Like, he's looking good.
I reckon if at open age, he'd be in the league ruckman. Jakey Bartlett.
Here's Edmonds, and he went through to looking for Rowan, but a good intercept mark there by the Saints. They got it on half back through Clemmer Gorka.
Yeah, sells a little bit of candy, does Clemmy. Has a bounce, kicks further afield. Dobson, that was lace out. He doesn't let him down. Big Sammy swings onto that right boot, goes further afield looking for McCutcheon. Now it's a foot race. And the pressure was put on Zibby McKenna, and he's happy to see the ball go out of bounds, and we will have a ball up. So the Seagulls 2 straight 12, Koroit 1 straight 6. And that is on the National Tile scoreboard. We've 2 camera operators here today, Hilly. What's happening? Another one over the scoreboard there.
Yeah, I've got no idea, Matt.
You're paying them, Billy, and a drone.
Quick kick out of the pack. Gee whiz, wrestle in the goal square, looking for a free kick. It bounced off the back. That was Paddy O'Sullivan and Georgie Swarbrick. Geez, Paddy looks fit, doesn't he, boys?
Real good. He does. Yeah. So George Swarbrick got the job on Paddy O'Sullivan. Colby Fleming got the job on Sam Dobson. Zeb McKenna's got the job on Will Couch.
Good key matchups. That's all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement Solutions on the boundary. Adam Dowie. Big fly at the back of the pack. Ball goes out of bounds and we'll have another ball up. Great crowd here, boys, isn't there?
It is a terrific crowd and you wouldn't expect anything less. 2 well-supported football clubs, that is for sure. So ball's on the 50-metre line. It's the Port Fairy Seagulls by 5. 2 straight to 1-1-7, 14.5 gone first term. So boundary throw-in occurs. McCosh front position, gathers out of the ruck. Here comes Hamish Williams, works it back to Ross. Smothered kick, goes in again. Lockie Rook tries to provide something for the Saints. And he wraps up little Braden Ross. And we'll have a stoppage inside the forward 50. Umpire Lowther just brings it back a little bit, open up the space. The 2 ruckmen just setting themselves in position. So a lot of body on body, a bit of muscle to try and win out that contest. Here's James Edmonds, gets it out. Tweedley, nicely done to Colby Fleming. Kicks to a bit of grass. Miller trying to be the first responder. Here comes Rowan, works forward and over the shoulder. Free kick against Jason Rowan. It's going to go to Ben Miller for the Koroit Saints.
I love what they're doing contested possession at the moment, Port Fairy. They're batching Koroit in that area at the moment.
Told to play on there, Dobson. He just dropped what he possibly would have. Miller ran straight into trouble. There's Bolsh, gets a handball further afield. The pressure and the intensity of the Seagulls, I've been impressed with that. Oh, good play coming through there, and that was Nelson Hill. Dispossessed is big Jakey McCosh, stacks on the mill, and we're going to have another ball up.
They've been really good. And Port Fairy have been pressed. They're young. They're really on both sides are, but Port Fairy are really hanging in there.
Just keep an eye on Paddy O'Sullivan. Just goes to the bench there. Weeks just downstairs, all thanks to Koroit Pharmacy. I think he's just having a breather.
Yeah. I'm interested to sort of see what his minutes will be. Obviously, second game of footy, hasn't played a lot of footy in the last 18 months. So whether they're just been really mindful of what his minutes are out on the ground.
God, he's looking fit. Real athlete. Oh, driven into the ground there. Umpire said going nowhere. So we will have another ball up. Really frantic start to this Hampton League Live match of the day. 5-point lead here to the Port Fairy Seagulls. Free kick's going to go to Bartlett here for a hold off the ball against Jakey McCosh. The mechanic does a great job out at Warrnambool Auto Group.
He does.
The entire team out there, Joshy.
He's one of ours, is he?
He's one of yours, is he? One of yours? No, he might be up the road, I think, the big fella. He just looks after that Navara of ours. Magnificent motor vehicle. Spinning out of the pack. Seagulls, quick kick, goes in forward. There's Riley Parsons, gathers. He goes back to the Mack truck, who runs into a little bit of trouble. Got himself out of that trouble, though. Tyler Stevens cleans up for the Saints, but it's 2-on-1 far out of side. They got numbers. Quick kick, goes forward, but reading it well there was Tommy Bolsh. He wants to run and carry the football. That's what he does at its absolute peak. Kicks into space. It's a foot race now. It's Dobson. Oh, he gathers. Geez, that was clever. Good foot race too, and well done by Sammy Dobson, but geez, that was a good mark in the last line of the fence. And that was Joey Nelson Hill, I think, or might have been Fleming.
So off half back.
I think that
Georgie, was it?
Yeah.
So Dill Gunning on cross half back. He'll go long down the line. Mitch Ryan, his intended target, front position. Stevens did well to get the punch in. Trickles over the boundary line, we'll have a boundary throw in.
Koroit are trying to generate a spare, which so Port Fairy playing with 5 forwards, so Koroit will probably try and free up Mac Peterson. But Koroit have probably been a little bit wasteful going to their forward line. Port Fairy been able to mark it about 3 or 4 times.
So it's 5 points the margin, 18 minutes gone first term. And here they go again, the Seagulls, with an entry inside forward 50 down in front. Pollock. So Harry goes long towards a goal square. Rowan propelled himself beautifully. He assessed this situation nicely. He's done it a million times before. And the sharpshooter will kick from point blank range for his second of the afternoon, Wiggs.
Really well done by young Pollock.
Wasn't it?
Took a good grab and then wheeled and really good kick to advantage. Once it was carrying and I think it was Ben Miller would have just been, he's given Rowan his back and just got sort of edged under the ball.
Jason Rowan approaching for his second, comes in, makes no mistake, and they go to 3 straight 18, the Seagulls, 117 Koroit, his second of the afternoon, and we've ticked over 19 minutes, and it's been a very good start, Ice.
Well, it's what we were talking about earlier. It's just Port Fairy important they get a start. I guess now, Wiggsy, they've got to maintain it, don't they? That intensity and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, because Koroit won't go away. Koroit will just keep, and I imagine Chris McLaren will be bringing their boys in at quarter time, and going, hey, lads, we need to look after the ball a little bit better, kick the ball a bit better to our forwards.
I've been impressed with them around the stoppages, though, Wiggsy. I reckon Port's got their measure at the moment.
Jake Bartlett, I haven't seen Jake Bartlett, I don't think, this year, but he's looking in really good condition, and he's playing really well, probably best on ground at the moment.
And he'll ruck all day, too. Yeah. That's the other thing about him. He's unreal.
Loves it. Absolutely loves it. How old's young Harry Pollock? 17, 16, 17? Jeez, he is. That was a really good play. Beautiful play here by the Saints. McInerney finds a bit of space. He plays on over the top to Harrington. Harrington squares one up, but the Seagulls once again just getting numbers around the contest. There's young Allen, gets a handball further afield. Kick goes in. There, Lockie Gunning just gets in front that time of McInerney. So it's all working for the Seagulls at the moment. Gunning, told to play on. Kicks long and strong. Pollock's a target. Oh, that's a good mark by Tommy Bolsh. Put that one down as a Peter Bolsh Bridgestone highlight of the day. Squares that one up to Harry Noonan. Noonan goes inboard. Oh, could have been a push in the back. Umpire said no. Bartlett's there. It's the Edmonds boys. Wax. There they go. They're 2 great players. Oh, shimmies around. That was good play by Jimmy. Jimmy Edmonds in the pocket to Ryan. Gee whiz, could have been paid. Umpire said no. Port Fairy faithful wanted it. There goes Gunning, who's butted up. He gets a handball out to Mitch Ryan. Tries to shrug one, does it. Snap around the body. Gee whiz, that would have been the Lucas Brothers snag of the day.
Gotta love Gunning too. He's just a goer, isn't he?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's what I'm liking at the moment from Port Fairy. It's just they're cracking in.
Yeah.
And their follow-up, their second and third efforts, and Gunning's leading
cracking in and just getting on with it. Just moving the ball whatever he costs,
So Peterson will get the kick in duties. It was Miller. Goes to Hoy. And he'll go long looking for Bolsh. Yeah, holding on. That's fair call there from the umpire. Probably just yanking out his jumper there. So Bosch will go centre corridor, even Neve. He'll look to go laterally. Dobson's there and he's got McCosh to run, or he's glad Rourke, and execution wasn't his best. Pollock there tries to keep it alive. Here comes Ross, taken high. And young Braden Ross will get the free kick. A former Saint player last year, first year at the Seagulls. Finds Lucas Edmonds, so they're still hovering around the corridor. And he's got a teammate in Dill Gunning on that outer side wing. So he's going to go long inside, forward 50. Ryan's there. I think it's Ryan.
Pollock. Or Merkovich.
It might be Merker, who's taken the mark.
Boys.
A few boys look similar out there.
Yeah, they do.
Pollock, Merkovich.
Solid lads.
So Merkovich took a nice mark, and he'll have a shot at goal. And if he nails this, they're out to a 3-goal lead, the Seagulls.
Good start.
Don't know if we saw this coming, boys.
No.
They've been really good.
So Merkovich, nice long run up. He'll kick from about 20 metres out, 45-degree angle, but he's on the right side for a right footer. Back in this week, Merkovich comes in and has pushed it right across the face of the goal, out of bounds on the full, and an opportunity gone becking there for the Port Fairy Seagulls. So 22 and a half gone. It's Port Fairy 3-1-19, leading Koroit 1-1-7.
Those kids look fantastic in the toot traffic. The Carter Group Water Boys, another great sponsor of the Hendon Football Netball League. There goes the Mack truck, plays on, far out of sight. Oh, big fly, nearly pulled it in too. Umpire says play on. Parsons was there, but once again, it's just that strength around the football, and the Seagulls go forward again. Geez, that's a good mark. Is that Mac Peterson? Absolutely sensational. What a season he's had. The Mack truck kick though. Misses the target. Lucas Evans is there. Neve's there for the Saints. Could have been taken high. Umpire said spot on. He'll get the resultant free kick.
Skills have been a little bit disappointing this first quarter. The Saints just haven't hit the targets that you would normally hit.
Chris McClellan will be talking about looking after the ball more. Yeah, the pressure's been good. Their execution hasn't been great though, Koroit.
Going back with a flight there was Gunning. That's Dill. Nice mark. Squares that one up to the big man, big Jakey Bartlett.
He's had a lot of it.
I think it's just a matter of the Saints just weathering a bit of the storm here. You know, like keep their heads. So here goes Merkovich. He goes out further afield to Braden Ross. Chip little kick. Not his best. Coming through there was Rook and Swarbrick. Campbell gathers. Free kick off the ball. Advantage is played here. So it's the Saints through McCutcheon. Goes further afield. Beautiful kick. And on the end of it was Couch. Couch is 50 out, squares it up. Dobson unattended. And Dobson will go back and have a shot 20 metres out or 25 metres out directly in front. That was a good build-up, good play by the Saints.
Yeah, Braden Ross would want that kick back, I think. That's where Port Fairy would have been attacking. We got control of the ball, turnover, and they weren't able to get back. So Sam Dobson would have just ran back, obviously, inside forward 50.
Gee, he works hard, doesn't he? He's just a
up and back
workaholic. Yep. He's now a copper. Sammy Dobson comes in. Umpire doesn't move. It is a goal. The Saints kick their second, and they go to 2-1-13. The Port Fairy Seagulls 3-1-19, and that is on the National Tile scoreboard. 25 minutes gone. First quarter action on the league contracting time clock. And I'll tell you what, Greg Kelson, that was good play by Sammy Dobson.
It's good footy, Matty. A lot of the footy being played through the centre corridor, and it's just been good to watch.
Great vision by Couch too. Obviously, you know, he would have been in range, 55 out. He would have backed himself with the distance, but looked for that lateral kick and centred it, and a beautiful bit of execution there by the number 25. So we're back to 6 points. Back in the middle, McCosh the early jump. No one got a clear tap down. Rook in the middle. Feeds her the handball out wide. Here's Hamish Dobson. Looks for Neve. To push it into an advantage. Almost had it, then lost it. Tweedley sees over the boundary line, over boundary throw in.
So let's go around the grounds. All thanks to Matco Hire for all your hiring needs. See Tractor, Tibby Ludeman and the team. They do it absolutely all at Matco Hire. Let's go to Jez Lowry, North Warrnambool v Codlin. Jez, your game started a little bit earlier than us.
It did, mate. Yes, it's 10 minutes into the second quarter. It's North Warrnambool 5-3-33, Cobden 4-1-25. Mickey Chironis got a couple on the board for Cobden, playing quite well. North just about to have a shot at goal.
Beautifully done. Here you go, the Saints. Great handball. And it was sets up Couch, and that come from Paddy O'Sullivan, who just snuck a little handball to a running Will Couch, and Will Couch ran into an open goal. And all of a sudden, she's all tied up here at the Gardens Oval, 3-1-19 apiece on the national tile scoreboard. Wasn't that good by O'Sullivan, boys? Just his hands was magnificent.
Well, it started here in the middle, Blair McCutcheon, and pressure on Jake Bartlett, gang tackled. McCutcheon got ground ball, and then good kick in, and Stewie, that was almost rugby league play, just coming back inside. So the ball going wide, yeah, cut out pass, that's what you call it. So Couch got on the end of it.
Interesting, because the last couple of stoppages, the ball's gone Koroit's way, so we need Port to hit back here.
So McCosh got the tap down. First to it was Nagorka, but overran it. Play it out for Port Fairy. Looks a little bit sore near the centre circle, but a free kick's going to it's going to go a free kick to Port Fairy, and it's going to be Lucas Edmonds.
It's back in the
coming off the ground.
So we'll pick up that player for Port Fairy coming off, but Lucas Edmonds, well, he's going to kick from 45.
He's holding the ice socket.
So Edmonds just setting himself up. Been a terrific pickup this year and has had a great season. And he's going to line up to get the lead back for the Seagulls. Comes in, gives it absolutely everything, and is going to hold right and hold his line right, minor score. They've got the lead, but only by a point at the 28-minute mark of this first term, 3-2-20 to 3-1-19.
So down here, Joe Nelson-Hill, that was coming off with an injury, and Fraser Robb hasn't come back on either. Beginning treatment.
All thanks to Koroit Pharmacy downstairs. Our man Weezy Dowie on the spot this afternoon.
No, Nelson Hill, let's hope he's okay. He might have just got a poke in the eye.
I think that's what it was, a little flick. So here's Miller, left footer. He goes further afield to big Jakey Bakosh. Jakey, little chip kick over the top. Nearly cut off that time by Bailey Dwyer. Ball read better by the Saints. Oh, look at the big mitts. Jeez, he's a good player, Dobson. Kicks further afield. Look at this. They got a couple of plays. Boulder sits up. They didn't sit for Byrne and also Couch. Fly at the back, and the ball goes out of bounds. And happy to see it.
Very Brendan Dobson like the way he wraps those bits around.
He doesn't drop too many once he gets two hands to him.
And Kelby Fleming's got the job.
Sam Dobson.
And he is going to know he's played a game of footy today.
Running, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's had a good year, Kelby Fleming. So there goes Bartlett, just grabs it out of the ruck. Handball comes over the top. Hamish Dobson, he was dispossessed. Douche Mohan could have been taken high, the Jonathan Thurston lookalike. There goes Dobson. He goes back to Neve, to Stevens. That's Tyler. And cutting it off there is our little man, Sammy Allen, who done the stats for a little bit of time on Hammond League Live a couple of years ago.
Yep.
Son of the great Gareth, Russells Creek premiership footballer. Miller wrapped up in a tackle, and he's going nowhere.
Boys, they look very similar, Miller and Matt Peterson. They're and similar numbers too, 8 and 9.
I call them the Gollywog brothers.
Oh, well, you're not allowed to say that these days.
Well, no, it's the hair. It's the blonde hair.
So centre wing, 1 point the margin on the cusp of quarter time here at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy. McInerney in the ruck up against Bartlett. And there is Robinson as well. And he's wrapped up Byrne, not going anywhere. Been a good first quarter. First half probably controlled by the Seagulls. The Saints have sort of hit back, and it's been a good contest. So they'll go again, Bartlett and McInerney. Campbell nearly had it, sort of ripped it out of Rook's hands. They feed the handball forward. Lucas Edmonds gets the ball moving forward towards the 50-metre line. In there is Mac Peterson working overtime. Good pressure by Mitch Ryan. Hoy has to get rid of it quickly. Dobson feeds it back to Neve. Always a steady hand. Kick has to be good to Bolsh, it is. So Bolsh, who just gives him so much rebound punch. Nice kick and finds Noonan. Plays on quickly. And the siren beats them all. And at quarter time, it's the Seagulls leading 3-2-20. Koroit 3-1-19. And Jason Rowan, 2 goals, the leading goal kicker on the ground.
So an entertaining first quarter of footy for mine. I think the big question's going to be, can Port Fairy sustain that pressure and intensity for another 3 quarters, Eyes and Wigsy?
That's the big question.
And the Saints have just steadied the ship, haven't they? That last 10 minutes of that first quarter, they really got themselves back in this contest.
So again, if Port Fairy can do that, they'll remain in the contest because they've been really good. Again, Koroit have probably been a little bit wasteful in terms of some handballs not hitting targets, some execution with their foot skills haven't been great. Probably coming out of their back half, they've been all right. They've been looking to get it to the open side, kick and spread, and that's when I reckon the Port Fairy coaching staff and supporters would be going, well, Koroit are looking a bit dangerous if they get some speed on the ball and get it out to the open side. But yeah, probably just wasteful going inside their forward 50. Only taken, I think, it's been 2 marks inside their forward 50. But looking a little bit dangerous in the second half of that quarter.
Well, at quarter time, boys, it's 3-2-20 Port Fairy, Koroit 3-1-19. That's on the National Tile scoreboard. We're going to take a break, come back with second quarter action on your home of football and netball, 94.5 3YB FM.
3YB FM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Karamat Road, Warrnambool.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
The world's #1 training method is at Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness. High altitude and oxygen training. Just add these to your training and feel the results. Find out more at Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness, Homemaker Centre, Warrnambool.
Dr. Xavier McKinnon here from the locally owned and operated Hampton Vet Clinic. We're now in Warrnambool and we're ready to look after your farm animals and available 24/7 if you need us. Pregnancy testing, lame cows, calf disbudding, we do it all.
Hampton Vet. Give them a call. They're good at what they do.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun gold.
If I want to buy that house, I'll need a conveyancer. I should get online and...
In 200 metres, take the third exit onto Liebig Street.
I didn't turn on my GPS. Okay, I'm turning right.
In 100 metres, your destination will be on the left.
On the left.
You have arrived at your destination.
Southwest Conveyancing, but... Oh, well, that makes sense.
Take the hint to get you on the right path to buying your home. Contact the Warrnambool office or southwestconveyancing.com.au.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
You gotta get down to Pontings, they're the expert crew, who are always here for you. It's where the locals go, and the tradies know. You gotta get down to Pontings. We've got ya.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
Hampton League Live.
For Warrnambool Nissan, Flying Horse Bar and Brewery, Warrnambool Sheet Metal, Luke Williams Real Estate and Pearson's Nursery.
94.5 3YB FM.
Welcome back to Hampton League Live. Quarter time here. It's Port Fairy 3-2-20. They lead the Koroit Saints 3-1-19. That is on the National Tile scoreboard. And, well, I'll tell you what, Saints out of their huddle pretty quick. Seagulls, Wigsy, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement Solutions. Just a little bit more time in the huddle with Dusty McCall.
Yeah, mate. So Chris McLaren, probably similar to what we were talking about. Like if they can probably just execute a little bit better. That's what he was not super happy about. Probably just execution and those last kicks inside 50. So maybe going a little bit slower at times and kick mark. And then that last kick inside 50, real important. Fraser Robb looks like I think he might have gone to hospital, I think, to get probably stitched up. Port Fairy, Dusty McCorkle, really happy with their intensity and their contest work. So really happy with Jake Bartlett and happy with feels like their key backs are doing a good job on Couch, Rook and Dobson all playing forward.
So we're good to see Merv McKenzie get a winner at Hamilton Ice too, and she's a red hot leaders track up there today at Hamilton.
It's 12-year-old Matthew, and your credit, and it's won by 10 lengths, I reckon.
I think you want to be leading up there.
Don't think it hurts at all.
Hey, firstly, the quarter will be coming up at Flemington in the next 15 minutes too, Ice. Good luck there for the players playing at home. Peter Walsh, Goodstone, Quaddy, and the Whalers Hotel. Second quarter underway. That's the Seagulls into attack through Jimmy Edmonds. He was wrapped up in a tackle. There goes Pollock. Gets the handball further afield. Gunning. That's Lockie's. Kick was smothered by Stevens. Dives on top of the football. Driven into the ground. Holding the ball. No attempt made. And the free kick will go to Logie Gunning. It was red hot, that one, boys. But you've got to attempt to get rid of it. So Gunnings, 55 metres out. Little chip into the pocket. Target. Push in the back, free kick will go to Hamish Dobson. The hammer for the Koroit Saints.
Terrific young player, Hamish Dobson. A lot of poise. An exciting young man. Finds Rook, who'll look to get it out with a chip kick over to Connor Byrne, right at centre half back, and he'll go longer down the field in the direction of Paddy O'Sullivan. And wearing him closely is Georgie Swarbrick. Sees the ball go over the boundary line, will have a boundary throw in. Connor Byrne, Wiggs, an amazing young player who's just got so many tricks, and so you can play him in multiple positions.
Yeah, look, he's done a couple of things, but he's one of those players like 10 minutes or a quarter can really bury him apart.
So here they go through a chain of handballs. The Seagulls just couldn't quite get some distance on. Here's Campbell. And he ends up just moving it forward inside 50. Paddy O'Sullivan now presents. Dances around. Right foot step towards goal. And Paddy's kicked his first of the day. Oh, Lucas Brothers snag it of the day contender. And the Saints, I should say, regain the lead. 4-1-25 to 3-2-20. Terrific goal by Paddy O'Sullivan.
Yeah, and good play by Gus Campbell. He and no one sort of went at him. He's looking to draw, and so he just went himself. Pulled the kick a little bit, but Paddy O'Sullivan, he's tall too, Paddy. Like he looks like he could be key position, which he probably just about is. So, but yeah, really well done by them by Koroit.
Not bad when you got a luxury of being able to play him forward either, I reckon. It just gives them another dimension in that forward line. Does it for the Koroit Saints. So it's McInerney up against Jakey Bartlett. Free kick's going to go against Jake here, and it'll go to McInerney. Is it, or is it, I don't know what they're pulling out here. I think they're talking to the umpire saying who's got the free kick.
I think something must have fell out of...
Yeah. Maybe out of the umpire's sock. Well, he's got the mobile phone, has he?
Here's the phone. Well, someone's phone is on the ground, so
He's handed over the old mobile.
lost your mobile and the guard's oval at quarter time.
These unbelievable scenes. So, here they go, extending the Saints. Oh, there it is again, O'Sullivan. So he's just loading it up. He's taking a nice grab. He's deep in the forward pocket this time. Tries to crimp around just a little bit.
They're just figuring out whose phone it is down here, boys. So I think it's Dean Dwyer. They're having a look. They've got some ladies looking at the screen.
Yep.
So now it's getting passed around.
Just ring it if it's your phone. Give it a ring.
Yeah, give it a buzz.
So it was sitting at about 40 metres out from the south
Someone's at a
end.
bad quarter time huddle, haven't they?
I know.
So O'Sullivan comes in, pulls it to the left. Dobson flies to the side of the pack. Numbers there. Sell gathers. Quick kick out, but it's been cut off that time by Clemmy Nagorka. And Nagorka will go back and have a shot. 35 metres out on a 45 angle.
They defended that really well, Koroit. They were able to get out the open side, held their width really well, and where you want that going out from Port Fairy, you want a Port Fairy mark contest, and obviously Koroit marked it themselves.
So in he comes, Clemmy Nagorka strikes it pretty well, just fading to the right and goes through for a minor score. So the Saints go to 4-2-26. Port Fairy 3-2-20. That is on the national tile scoreboard, but you just get a feeling they've just lifted the intensity up here, haven't they, the Saints?
Absolutely, and just the way they're setting up behind the ball as well. When the Seagulls are looking to exit, they kick out through Sal, big fly. Well run off the pack there by Lucas Edmonds. He's an absolute gem. Merkovich just got a bit of body on body, rolling up the ground. He's under pressure now. It's a heap of Saints there ready to try and assist. Here's Lockie Rook. Side steps, dances around, gets it to Campbell, feeds it, Nagorka. Under pressure, but he stepped over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
So boys, Dan, I'm starting to see more numbers in the screen for Koroit a little bit, which is a work rate thing, fitness thing. So this is where Port Fairy need to dig in, work rate.
So boundary throw in, true centre wing, broadcast side. It's a 6-point margin. Great throw in as well. Bartlett up against McInerney, couch up the ground. Kick forward by Campbell, but it goes towards the boundary line, and he might have got 15 metres in advantage, but we'll have another boundary throw in. Been busy, Campbell. He's had a bit of the football, and he's given him a bit of an option in the middle there to get the ball moving forward. So they'll go again, the ruckman. It's been a great contest. First to it was Gunning, overran it. Robinson did, and he was able to scoot around the body. Stevens couldn't quite pick it up, but good enough to recover. Feeds a handball to Hoy. Hoy looks to square it around towards Byrne. Almost gathered. Got by Robinson. Kicked forward. Overran by Pollock. Here's Merkovich first to it. He lost his footing, then he got it moving towards half forward. Great bit of work. Ryan up against Peterson. Good battle. Bolsh there first to it. Had to get around a few, and he
kicked that Port Fairy's way.
He has. Rolly Parsons up against King. There is Miller, and he did really well, Benny Miller. Goes towards a corridor, but it's going to be chopped off. And they're going to be able to go again and reset here, the Seagulls, and they're located on the outer side wing.
So squared up football here. Looks for Robinson. Kick had to be good. Might have got a shove in the back. Umpire said no. Handball comes back. I think that was Kelby Fleming. Oh, geez, that was a big hit taken too high. And free kick will go. I reckon it might be, is it Xavier Tweedley?
No, Ross.
That's Braden Ross.
Braden Ross, jeez.
Ex-Koroit player.
So the boys just making sure they let him know, I'd say. So little chip kick. Oh, there's Couch up the ground again. He's been impressive today. Getting across the deck, good, big wild Will. Got a little chip kick. That's to Mac Peterson. So Peterson, who plays that half-back role so well, can go back to Stevens, and does. Stevens has got Miller if he wants to square it up further afield. Bolsh runs for him short as well. Goes back to Peterson now. Peterson goes inboard to Campbell. Campbell's got runners. One of those is Stevens, who butters up. A little chip kick over the top to Dobson. That's Hamish. He goes further afield. They got themselves out of that beautifully well, the Saints. That was a good build-up, and on the end of it's Clemmy Nagorka, who's taken a mark right on the 50-metre arc. He's got the leg here, boys, do you reckon?
No, I think he has, Matty. They've just opened it up a bit, haven't they, Koroit? The movement of the ball there without Port Fairy touching it. It was stark contrast from what it was in the first
6
quarter.
or 7 marks in a row there. They weren't able to do that in the first quarter.
I reckon we found the owner of the phone too, boys, just quietly.
Right.
So we
That's a good
know
result.
older person or younger person, Hilly?
Older.
So Nagorka comes in, doesn't get the distance, big fist, and that mobile phone is sort of feverishly texting. Anyway, so they'd be embarrassed, I'd say, a few of those. It was unbelievable pick up by the ump, Stevie Walker.
Great work, Stevie.
Brilliant. Free kick's going to go to the Seagulls here. It's going to go to Bartlett this time. So Jakey, deep in defensive 50. Wants to kick, far out of sight. Big pack of players forms. Good mark. That was a really good mark by Pollock, the youngster. He's an impressive young kid.
16, I think.
Jeez. Very likely Todd to be doing what he's doing and plucking a few out like he is. There he goes, Lucas Edmonds, kicks around the body, but cutting it off there was Riley Parsons. So Parso squares that one up to Couch. Onto the right boot, goes further afield. That is lace out football to O'Sullivan. He kicks, and that is lace out to Dobson.
Just getting too much room now, Koroit, aren't they?
Their kicking has just improved in this second quarter, and he's got the leg here, Sammy Dobson. Go back and have a shot, son. He's going to kick from 55, but if anyone can kick this, it's this bloke, and I'm going to mark him down for this.
Ooh, confidence.
Lucas Brothers snag of the day right here, boys. So Dobson comes in, kicks on its way. He strikes it good, but it just fades to the right. Distance wasn't a problem, boys, was it?
Yep, a little bit.
Never going to be a question.
He cleared it easy.
Yeah, he cleared it to the right.
To the near side, he did. Stewie.
So Lucas Edmonds plays on and brings it out towards Gunning. Contests well. Free kick's going to go towards Dylan Gunning. So it's just held on to, deemed by the umpire. Just goes long down the ground, looking for his brother Lockie. And that was a good mark.
Should be 50.
So Lockie Gunny's been busy. Plays on inside forward 50, Rowan territory. Oh, that was courageous there by Mitch Ryan. Here's Tommy Bolsh looking to square it up. Tweely presents himself. Matty Sells to Tweely in his second game. Inside forward 50, awkward bounce. The tap forward towards Bolsh was good. Here comes Lucas Edmonds. May have been taken off the ball. Oh, what a tap there to Dobson was terrific. And they move it forward. McCutcheon's leading out in front. Bounces a little bit awkwardly for McCutcheon. He keeps on trying, does well to Harrington. Short kick over to Dobson. And Dobson is still within range.
Busy.
He has. He looks to square it up. Jyron Neves, his intended target, and he hits him beautifully in the end. And he'll have a shot from 45 metres out. And again, their ball use has improved, and the way they're sharing, it's been impressive the last 6 or 7 minutes, Weeks.
Yeah, look, absolutely. And Port Fairy is living in Koroit's forward half of the ground. Port Fairy have gone back to, again, kicking it longer to more contests. In the first quarter, they have to chip it around, kick mark themselves a bit. So it's probably, playing into Koroit's hands a little bit.
Neve comes in and splits the centre. A great goal from the number 19, and they go to 5-3-33, leading Port Fairy 3-2-20. They've owned the last 5 or 6 minutes, the Koroit Saints, and that was a very good converted goal. And they're doing everything right at the moment, ISC.
Yeah, they are. And I've loved Neve's game too. Even when they were under the pump a little bit in the first quarter, he's just patrolled up and down that wing.
Yeah, look, he's been a really important player in the last couple of years. So you talk about cross-racing games. I think this is one now for Port Fairy. If Port Fairy want to stay in the contest, they need the next goal.
They've just lifted the intensity big time in this second quarter, the Saints. And there goes Jack Block, swings onto that left boot, so it's another centre clearance. Dobson! He's paid it!
Yeah.
Could be a long day for your opponent there if you're on Dobson.
Oh, he's just an absolute workaholic.
Kelby Fleming is bent over. Heart rate would be high, I would say.
I think,
and there's not many players, to be honest, that can go with this bloke.
Well, there he is marking it from behind, but when he's in front, you can't knock him off the ball.
If you play someone who's as quick and got a good endurance, he's going to be too big. And if you play something that's too big, he's going to outrun him. So he's sort of got you both ways.
Right, he comes in, kicks on its way, doesn't strike it that well, pulls this one to the left. Does
I reckon he's still a little bit sore, boys. Like, I reckon he's just.
So what do you do with the Sammy Dobson, though? Do you freshen him up a little bit, Wigsy, head
I
into a
think they'd
final
like
series?
to, but because every
They've got to
game's
win.
important, they've got to win an even percentage.
The Guinness bar's rocking downstairs to the
it is
past
too.
players. It is absolutely rocking and rolling. Big fish that time. Let's go around the grounds. All thanks to Matt Hire, of course, for all your hiring needs. Tractor Smith and the team. Let's go to Jez Lowry, North Warrnambool v Cobden. Jez, what's the latest out of Bushfield, buddy?
Half-time here, Stewie. North Warrnambool 9-6-60 to Cobden 4-1-25. North started to get on in the middle of the ground with Barty and Barlow and McLaughlin and Grundy really dominating that second half of that quarter. So North really on top at the moment.
Gee whiz, it's a good midfield when you hear those names, that is for sure. Let's go to Bobby Thomas for the first time this afternoon at Melville Oval. And it's the Hamilton Kangaroos taking on Terang Mortlake. Bobby, what's the latest up there, buddy?
Yeah, we're at the 17-minute mark of the first quarter. Kangaroos 1 goal 6 and Terang Mortlake 1-2-8. So very tightly contested at the moment. So and a beautiful day here as well. So it's real bonus.
Beautifully done, Bobby. Great to hear your dulcet tones. And back here, Sammy Dobson takes an uncontested mark in the 10-yard square, and it's all of a sudden starting to get ugly. The Saints bang another one on. They get a 6-4-40. The Seagulls 3-2-20. They haven't added to their score in this second quarter. Dobson gets 2. And Eyes, he's putting on a clinic at the moment, Sammy Dobson.
Oh, yeah, like I said, if you're his opponent, you're very, very nervous at the moment, that is for sure.
Well, it's coming in hot. It's coming in. It's so again, if he can be deep, it's coming in from the open side. He's going to run you around. He's going to get on the end of those. So, you're playing from behind, you're playing from in front. So, but they just need to stop supply, Port Fairy.
Good mark too by young O'Reilly Parsons, who used to do the junior footy show with me. Little Parso, good young kid. A good mark in the build-up to that one. What have the Seagulls got here, boys? That's intercepted this time by Lockie Rook. He goes over to that man. Oh, good gather by Little Parso. Over the top to Couch. Couch goes further afield to block. Runs into a bit of trouble, does Jack. There's Sammy Allen just buttering up for the Port Fairy Football Club, and a nice kick in the end out to Matty Sell.
So Matty Sell will go long down the line. Rowan's there. Contest. So does Benny Miller with a good punch that sort of got 20 metres in the end. And Rook's happy to see it over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. So 6-4-40 to 3-2-20. 16 minutes almost ticked over here at the Gardens Oval. The sun is shining. Good crowd in attendance. Round 15 of the Hampton Football Netball League. Boundary throw-in. Bartlett, such a workhorse. Nagorka got a little toe poke towards the half-forward line. So buttering up. And on the one step, looks to kick with a bit of distance. Mohan competes, but he was holding on to his opponent. And that was Mag Peterson. So now he's got Jag McInerney, who's got some time and space to set something up. Goes looking towards Byrne, and Schwarber did really well in that one-on-one contest and takes a nice mark against a really tough opposition. So Schwarber gives everything each and every week. Just looks to get it out of that defensive 50. Big fly, but Kosh! Good grab. Peter Walsh Bridgestone Player of the Day contender, the big man. Great mids. And he's on true centre wing. So there's a bit of table tennis going on at the moment. Goes back towards the half-forward line. Dobson flies. Burn off the pack. Handballs to Rook. Looks to get it on the left boot. Got away a couple of times.
Oh, that's good play.
Here comes Hoy. Has to be quick with a kick, and he is. And spot-on kick. And he finds Connor Byrne, who'll have a set shot 30 metres out, almost directly in front. And that was just very good in the end by Liam Hoy. Didn't rush it and just put it in the right spot for Byrne to take the mark.
Yeah, look, and Paul Ferry's just giving them the ball back. So, and again, they were kick marking a bit, but now they're just kicking up down the line. So, the more you do that, the more you're reluctant to run and create space. So they might as well at least try and make something happen.
Byrne just pushed it right, minor score.
In terms of spreading and getting to the open side, and if you're just going to keep giving it back, you might as well give it back by at least trying to be proactive and holding on to the ball. But they're battling, but it's Koroit sort of on top now.
By the same token, Koroit just looking a lot sharper in this second quarter, aren't they? They're just moving the ball magnificently well all of a sudden. Kick comes out, goes through the hands of Lucas Edmonds. Pollock's there, gathered by Harrington. He's got a running McCutcheon over the top. Goes back to Harrington. Little left foot chip. Umpire says, had his head ripped off, little Paso. And he'll go back and have a shot. I don't know if he's got the leg. I know he's the captain of the Koroit under-18s. Umpire Steve Walker says come back. It was unselfishly going to Byrne. So he's going to go back and have to go back and kick over the mark here.
And they'll block here. It'll be a set play. Watch for Sam Dobson or Connor Byrne.
Yeah, Hoy's going down in there amongst it. He's looking for a little bit of blockage. So it might go out to Byrne again here. Just sits that ball up. Reading it beautifully well there. For the Port Fairy Seagulls was Bailey Dwyer. So Dwyer goes out further afield. Far out of side. Little chip kick. And that might have been Ross again. Coping a little bit of attention from his old side. Braden Ross. So ball far out of side. Sun shining here. Beautiful day for football. Expected top of 17 degrees today.
Tomorrow.
And tomorrow 17 I think as well as possibly 18 could even get up to. Jake Bartlett takes a nice mark far out of side. 21 point lead here to the Saints. 19 and a half minutes gone in the
You can't help it. You add mayonnaise to everything, don't you? You've added a couple today.
So what's the expected top today?
Only 15 today.
Is it only 15 today?
Doesn't matter. I love your enthusiasm.
Feels like 17 in the box,
I thought there was a heater on.
There is.
Is there a heater in here?
Normie and Pluto next door have got the heater
That's
going.
a good mark.
Great mark by Dobson again. He's had about 8 marks already, I reckon, in this contest. Goal square vacant. Goal square. Just pulls it to the left. What's he kicked 2? He's probably kicked 2-3, 2-4.
Something like that. Yep.
God, he's looking good, isn't he? I think with Dobson, you've got to just let him go up the ground where he can't hurt you, and then just try and catch him on the way back, isn't it, Mike?
I'll see you later, he says.
Yeah. Just let him push up and just kind of stay off him a bit. Yeah. Unreal.
So the kick out from the Seagulls. Free kick. It's going to go to Port Fairy. So Strawn Robinson, who's been trying hard throughout the course of the day. Long down the line, Rowan up against Miller. And no one can take the mark. We'll have a boundary throw in.
They're probably really missing that. Like Jason Rowan's having to come along. That's where they're missing that. Matt Sully, even a Gary Rowan, that real traditional centre half forward. But again, a lot more kick down the line for Port Fairy at the moment.
Bartlett, who's tried hard all day, got a little faint tap. McCosh trying to work it forward, goes over the boundary line. And we'll have yet another boundary throw in. So it's 6-6-42 to 3-2-20. The Seagulls have kicked, haven't added to their score in this second term, and the Saints have kicked 3 goals 5. Boundary throw in again. McCosh front position, gathered out of the ruck by Bartlett, was a push out. So McCosh will get the free kick. He'll go short. He was looking for Neve, gathers it in the end, and looking to bring O'Sullivan into the game. Ross, little faint handball, and finds Merkovich. Too much in the end for Edmonds, who taps it towards Bolsh. Great to see him back playing some good footy, Tommy Bolsh. It's a 2-on-1, good punch away there by McKenna in the end. And we'll have a boundary throw in right in front of the Koroit coach's box. 21 and a half gone. It's the Saints leading by 22.
And ice. First of the quaddie, mate. We're alive, big fella.
No, we are alive at this point in time, Matthew. Number 8, Zoo Sensation.
The Zoo Sensation gets the job done. That horse racing in unbelievable form at the moment.
Flying, absolutely.
Handball comes out. Here goes Robinson. Has a bounce with the football. Handball's over the top to Tweedley. Bouncing football now. Pollock gets the handball further through to Mitchy Ryan. Sells some candy. Just ran himself into a little bit of trouble. Had no support. And that's what we're talking about. The Saints now just getting the numbers. Numbers around the contest favouring the Saints, and they are dominating this second quarter here. What do you do if you coach Dusty McCorkle, boys?
I don't know about positional, whether you can do a hell of a lot, to be honest.
Oh, geez, that was a big fly from Connor Byrne.
I think it's a general thing, mate. Structurally wise, not sure much you can do, but like probably you need to be going work rate, try and control the ball a bit. Feel like they've kicked it a lot longer this quarter.
So boundary throw-in, smack bang on centre wing. McInerney edges to the front. Fish comes through. Hoy take it without the football. Umpire will say yes, holding the... And we're looking for 50.
It's been a lot of hanging on to free kicks today, hasn't there?
There has.
The players are getting smarter at just the awareness. Yeah, absolutely.
So Hoy goes short to Couch. Been busy too, Couch.
Yeah, pretty good.
Kicks further afield. Dobson flies again. Good fish. Reading it beautifully well was Lucas King. King goes on to a teammate in Edmonds. That's Jimmy, son of Mick. So Jimmy Edmonds. Build up. Kicks down the line. Ryan was the target. Hoy reads it well. Happy to see the ball go out of bounds. And we will have a boundary throw right in front of us here and right in front of Wigsy Dower on the boundary, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility.
Yeah, boys, Liam Hoy's always that sweeper, and they're really conscious about James Edmonds' Koroit, just trying to make sure they stop his run.
Here comes Lucas Edmonds. Bartlett followed in. Here's Merkovich. He's gang tackled by 3 Saints. Straight over the boundary line for yet another boundary throw-in. So 25 minutes almost approaching in the second quarter. Later start here at the Gardens, and it's the Saints leading by 22 points. So McInerney front position, grabbed it out of the ruck, went to handball it forward, diving to keep it in was Neve, ricocheting off Lucas Edmonds, and we'll have another boundary throw in. So half time, and the Eagles are leading Cobden out at Bushfield. And there was a tight game, last report, between Terang Mortlake and the Hamilton Kangaroos. Here we go, Bartlett once again. He's such a warrior. Goes all the time. Like, as you said, Eyes, and you highlighted it at the start of the day, he'll ruck all day.
Yeah.
He gives absolutely 110% every time.
Got to go home tired, doesn't he?
Oh, if he overdid his speech, I reckon dipping the body in the water just to get the aches and pains out. So McInerney did well. Here he is, Bartlett again on cue. Ross is tackled. He's not going anywhere, and we haven't really got anywhere out of this sector of the ground in the last 3 minutes.
Mate, just getting back to Bartlett, I know we've spoken a lot about him. What about Dusty telling us 45 minutes before each training session he's boxing? That is hard yakka.
He got that clearance again, boys. He's their best player by a fair way, I reckon.
Absolutely.
He's a clearance machine, isn't he? A big fella, a running player there, uses him too. It's gunning. That's Dylan, who just kicks it out of bounds. He'd like to have that one back again, Dill.
I feel left footy you're calling for that one, but not a right foot run of that
not
side.
there.
No.
So his own free kick will go to the Saints from the old bar here.
That's just what we call dumb footy, really, isn't it?
Or trying to suck a kick.
Yeah.
So he squares it up here to Miller. Left foot kick goes further afield. Had to be good. Pressure was enormous. Lockie Gunning gets the handball out. Snap around the body from Ryan. Goes through for a minor score. They needed something from somewhere, didn't they?
Yeah. That was really well defended.
Yeah, they're going to lock it in. Lock it in if they can here, Port Fairy. Get a score out of this.
We've got a kick in now. It's going to be Miller.
Young Harry Pollock is trying to stay with Tommy Bolsh. Good luck there.
Yeah, no, that's not an easy task either, is it? Big fly from O'Sullivan. Back of the pack. Here they go. Running. McCutcheon has 2 bounces. Will he have a third? No. Left foot kick. Look at who's on the end of it. Dobson. He's got it on a string at the moment. Swings onto the right boot. Goes forward. McInerney's the target. Too big. And that was good push by the big man. He pushed forward from that ruck contest. Bang, down there. And Really good play. It was a good kick by Dobson to spot the big man who had the height disadvantage. And right on the cusp of half-time, he's got a chance now, McInerney, 15 metres out directly in front to extend this lead, which is 21 points out to 27. So McInerney comes in, kicks on its way. They all get to him. And the Saints go to 7-6-48. They lead Port Fairy 3-3-21. National Tile scoreboard. And Adam Dowie, Greg Kelson and Tread Hill, that was a second quarter domination by the Koroit Saints.
Yeah, it was. That ball landed almost the top of that tree, and I thought there's another one in that tree, and it
does drop. It drops out.
It came down, so it was quite amazing.
I watched the same. I watched Jason Rowan in the first quarter. It does come.
Yeah.
It comes down.
Yeah, so
What goes up must come down.
So look, Koroit up the ante, as we knew they would in that quarter, and their defence was better. They stopped Port Fairy controlling the ball, look, you know, with Koroit, they'll be fit, they'll be well structured, they'll be tough. So they probably showed all those things there. So again, your work rate, your defence, pressure, clearances, and Jake Bartlett, I think he's Port Fairy's best player, but they started knowing he's a clearance player for them. They really started going after Jake Bartlett, got the ball off him, and then once they controlled the ball, they kick-marked it a lot better.
And they couldn't score that quarter, Port Fairy, basically. Yeah, that was the problem. They just got strangled. What do you say to Port Fairy, your coaching, Wigsy, and you're wandering in now after getting a belting in the second quarter? What do you say?
Well, look, I think you'd be going... Look, you can't question their effort. No. So I think you'd go effort-wise. We've just got to reset effort-wise. And again, it just started, they're over to kick mark a bit. So I think you'd be talking about maybe structure-wise in terms of clearances, sort of with Jake Bartlett, trying to sort of rejig that a little bit. So I feel like Koroit are sweating on Port Fairy. So Port Fairy to push Koroit in under the ball a little bit around stoppages, and then try and sort of at least get him on the outside. But again, I think it's like, what do you say work rate? You could say, right, they're outworking us. Can you fix that at half-time? Maybe, maybe not. But the other thing I think you got to go, look, if you can't control the ball, you can't kick mark the ball in a game of footy, it makes it a really hard game to play if it's just going from contest to contest. And Port Fairy they're not an old team, so for young players to be as crash and bash, kick down on crash and bash, that might work in terms of stopping the opposition, but in terms of controlling the ball, because that's when you conserve energy. So I would like to see Port Fairy try and do what they did in the first quarter. Lower their ice. Try and not just kick it to a predictable spot, trying to kick it, instead of kicking at 50 metres, kick it 20 metres, run up and then kick it over that contest. So, and also use the width of the ground, so that it's been sort of this side a lot. Again, with watching you'd like to see the ball zigzag a little bit. So if it comes wide, look back into the middle, get out the other side. So I think, it's probably a bit of a couple of things, but you can't question their effort, Port Fairy.
Hey, listen, boys, at half-time, it is a 27-point lead to the Koroit Saints over the Port Fairy Seagulls. The half-time show, all thanks to Crawley's Milk Bar and Terang. Get in and see Jack and Kaz and the entire team. They do everything: hamburgers, chips, souvlaki's, anything you want, mini spring rolls, Chico rolls. They've got the best chips and gravy in the Southern Hemisphere. Go and try them out for yourself, all thanks to Crawley's Milk Bar. On the other side of this with Lockie Rook.
3YB FM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances, laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches, indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners, bedding and bedroom furniture, all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
Pure Stream AV is your local audiovisual expert across Warrnambool and southwest Victoria. Delivering professional live streaming, event production and AV support you can rely on. From weddings and school performances to sports and community events, we handle the tech so you don't have to. Just need the gear? We also offer flexible AV hire with reliable equipment ready when you are. Pure Stream AV, local, professional and ready to help your event shine. Call us today.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Karamat Road, Warrnambool.
Have you been injured at work, in a public place or in a motor vehicle accident? Let us help you secure the compensation you deserve. Madden's Lawyers, with you every step of the way.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family, indulge in a delicious meal from the new menu and wood-fired kitchen. Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from the Thirsty Camel bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't miss Locals Night every Thursday night with food and drink specials, live music and more. For the perfect venue, it's got to be the Flying Horse, of course.
Hampton League Live.
For Badeness Rural, Southwest Conveyancing, Rafferty's Tavern, Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Greg Allen Farm Machinery.
94.5 3YB FM.
Hey, it's Lockie Rook here and welcome back to Hampton League Live's halftime break. It is our netballer of the week. It's all thanks to Crawley's Milk Bar in Terang, and the best chips and gravy in the southwest, and a great stop if you are heading to a Hampton League game or coming from a Hampton League game in that part of the great south coast. And our winner comes from the South Warrnambool Roosters for her round 14 performance against the Terang Mortlake Bloods. She's had a fantastic season. The side has had a fantastic season as well, and I speak none other than Meg Kelson joins me. Hello Meg, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Fantastic. Firstly, congratulations on being a netballer of the week. Get a Crawley's Milk Bar voucher coming your way, so well done.
Perfect, thank you.
Our pleasure. Look, South Warrnambool have had an amazing few seasons, Meg. Before we get into this year, what has it been like there at the club over the last few years? Because it feels like a great place to be playing netball because, yeah, the success has just kept rolling on.
Yeah, it's been so amazing to be a part of. Obviously, that first year that we did win, it had been 32 years, I'm pretty sure, for the club, so everyone was super excited for us. And then the next 2 years, obviously, the senior footy won as well, and we've had success in lots of the other grades in netball and football as well. So it's been super special to be a part of. Everyone's so supportive, and everyone playing wants to push each other to keep on getting better every week. So yeah, it's been amazing. Everyone's so supportive.
And you can see it in the results too, as you mentioned, not only premierships in the open grade in the netball, but right across the grades. And I know a lot of the senior players are helping out, either being coach or assistant coach or in some way, shape or form. That must be pretty cool to have that sort of environment.
Yeah, definitely. I am a coach of one of the junior sides, and then Isabella and my team is as well. And I know some of the boys get involved helping out the footy. So yeah, everyone's super involved everywhere they can be and love to get in and help with everyone else. And all the other open girls and other teams are coming along and supporting the other grades on the day and trying to help out and give feedback and their tips wherever they can as well.
Hey, tell us about the game last week, a 70-37 win. You netted yourself a best on court as well, but a nice way to bounce back with a win over Terang Mortlake.
Yeah, coming off a loss, obviously we were disappointed. Warrnambool are a really good team, and we know that we'll probably come up against them again. So we really wanted to just come back and play our best netball, and to score 70 goals in the wet, we were pretty happy with that as well. But I thought, yeah, we just put our game plan into play. We really focused on working together as a whole team, getting that communication up, because it's the best thing you can do in netball. But yeah, we just really wanted to bounce back and work hard at training and come on Saturday and implement everything that we know we can do.
Yeah, that's no mean feat. 70 goals in the wet. Holly Phillips with 41, Emma Bawalder with 28. Tell us about those girls, because to have those two in the goal circle must be a nice feeling.
Oh, it's amazing. Like, Emma can shoot from absolutely anywhere, and Holly is just a massive post up in the goal circle. So, you know, you're pretty confident when those girls are putting up shots. You know that they're most likely going to go in. I think most of the year we shoot at around 85-90%. So they're very dominant in there, and yeah, you're pretty confident when they get it that it's going to go in.
You're starting to get a few players back, Meg, which is great, but also some great juniors coming through this open side.
Oh, definitely. We've had so many juniors come up this year, and they just have fitted in so well. They don't look out of place. Even when they step out on court, like, you just know that you can have confidence in them. They've been training super well, so they've all been so well deserved in getting their debuts or having a position out on that court.
And what about you, Meg, yourself? How's your form been? And for those that might not know, where do you play? And yeah, how's your form been in the last few weeks?
I think I'm finally coming into a routine now. I thought I myself had a bit of a lull in the middle of the season, but I've been goal defence last season. I originally was a wing defence. In the last couple of weeks, I've sort of moved back into that role, but switching between the two, which is nice. It's always nice to change it up.
What about coming through the grades? Where did you start your netball, and were you always a goal defender as well?
No, I've played nearly every position on the court. I've always been at South, but in my juniors I was an attacker. In our under-17s I was a goal attack, and then as I come into seniors I moved into more of a defensive role.
Yeah, there you go, and played every position on the court and had some great success too. Tell us about your coach that's been leading it all too, Will Jamison. What has he done for you as a player, but also for the group?
Oh, he's not even just with our team, but he's always helping out other grades. When Carly was away, he was coaching Div 1, trainings. He'll go and help out the other teams if they need. But yeah, he's just been it's been amazing. Like, the amount of knowledge from his netball background that he brings is just amazing. And it's been so good to watch other players as well as myself develop over the last few years that we've had him.
And how important is it, and I think he's a big factor behind this, but to keep that core group of girls, because if you look through, I think all the South Warrnambool flags, I think you've got a fair few returning faces, and you might know a bit more than I do, but yeah, you've got a fair few returning faces in those premiership sides. How important is that for not only on the court, but off the court as well, and away from the, you know, I suppose the club, and staying tight-knit as a group?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, our team is super young, and it has been for the last few years, so I think that helps that keep maintaining our friendships off the court. Like, we all do like to hang out outside of, so it definitely helps on court, and really reflects, I think, in our team how close we are. But yeah, we've definitely had people that have come and gone, which is good to see, because like when they come back, you know that they obviously have missed it. We didn't have Ali O'Connor for 1 year, and she come back, and yeah, so it was super exciting to get those girls back. Hannah Loveday this year played her juniors at South, and she moved to Melbourne but wanted to come back this year. So it's obviously a good culture that keeps people wanting to come back.
And you having this weekend off, what's it look like for you on a bye weekend?
I'm actually heading away to Lawn for a friend's birthday, so that should be fun. We've got an Airbnb there.
Lovely. It's a rare chance to get away during netball season.
Yeah, it is. There's only an extra weekend this year, though, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, can't complain about that. Hey, Meg, congratulations on the season so far. Good luck for what's to come. I 100% believe the Roosters will be at the pointy end of the season in the next few weeks. And, we look forward to seeing what eventuates. Congratulations again on being our netballer of the week. And again, thanks for jumping on and having a chat, Meg.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
PureStream AV is your local audiovisual expert across Warrnambool and Southwest Victoria. Delivering professional live streaming, event production and AV support you can rely on. From weddings and school performances to sports and community events, we handle the tech so you don't have to. Just need the gear? We also offer flexible AV hire with reliable equipment ready when you are. PureStream AV, local, professional and ready to help your event shine. Call us today.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for gift, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world. It's time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
This autumn at Pearson's Nursery in Allensford, you'll find a stunning selection of vibrant, locally grown annuals and perennials. It's easy to see why Pearson's Nursery is one of the Southwest's best kept secrets. Visit Pearson's Nursery, Growers Road, Allensford, and discover the difference.
If I want to buy that house, I'll need a conveyancer. I should get online and...
In 200 metres, take the third exit onto Liebig Street.
I didn't turn on my GPS. Okay, I'm turning right.
In 100 metres, your destination will be on the left.
On the left.
You have arrived at your destination.
Southwest Conveyancing, but... Oh, well, that makes sense.
Take the hints to get you on the right path to buying your home. Contact the Warrnambool office or southwestconveyancing.com.au.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Delicious meals, kids' playroom, function room, big screen TV, sports, live music, courtesy bus. Rafferty's Tavern has something for the whole family. Become a Hump member for special discounts at the Thirsty Camel drive-through bottle shop. Whatever the occasion, make it memorable at Rafferty's Tavern.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Need something welded or fabricated? See Warrnambool Sheet Metal. Commercial kitchens, benches, exhaust and new canopies, handrails, gates, mailboxes and toolboxes. There's not much Warrnambool Sheet Metal can't do. Braithwaite Street.
Hampton League Live.
For McDonald's, Warrnambool Eastern Central, MGA Insurance, the Hampton Vet Clinic and Lucas Brothers Butchers.
94.5 3YB FM.
Welcome back to Hampton League Live. Third quarter underway, and it's going to be a free kick here to the Koroit Saints and Connor Byrne for late contact. Don't give away a 50 here. And Connor Byrne will go back and have a shot. No, he won't. He's going to play on. He's going to kick out, looking for Dobson. Look at that lace-out football. And that is mark number 11 for Sam Dobson in the J.G. King Spooky Sin of the Count stats. And I can see Freddie Kruger, Alan Blackburn downstairs, boys. He's just weaving a passage through that crowd down there of past players. He's looking at $1 million. There he is. Geez,
great sponsors they have been since Interception.
Like he's not tuning in this afternoon. So Dobson comes in, kicks on its way. Umpire hardly moves. It's a goal. It is a goal, and the Saints go to 8-7, 55. They lead the Port Fairy Seagulls 3-3-21. That is 3 for Dobson. And the Saints just go marching on and feeding him. I think this game could get messy in the second half. Greg Kelson and Wiggsy Dowie.
Do they need percentage, Wiggs?
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. I think, look, you'd think they're going to be right in terms of finishing the 5, but again, 4th and 3rd. So, yeah, just percentage. I think every team would be keen on that. But Connor Byrne getting his hands on it a couple of times there. Look, probably a iffy free kick. Mickey Lowther was a long way away there with his, well, probably not a great position to play, but anyway, did so. And then Sam Dobson just backside sort of lead. So, yeah, it's looking a little bit ominous.
34 points the margin. Big jump from Akosh. Bartlett competes. Free kick's going to go to Port Fairy and Big Jakey. So he plays on immediately. Goes inside forward 50. Ryan flies at the back. Here's Edmonds. Loose football. Merkovich did well. Now it's the Saints through their defenders. The short kick, not their best. Picked up by Bartlett well. Here comes Ryan and presents once again. But the Saints have got numbers through Hoy. Now Noonan. He's got a running Dobson. And Dobson we know can go via hand. No, he sidesteps and he gets it to Rook. So it could go coast to coast here. Long kick towards Paddy O'Sullivan, hits him. So O'Sullivan on the corner of the 50-metre line. They're filtering numbers back to Seagulls. Paddy looks to straighten up. Flying his block. Couldn't take the mark in the end. There's Bartlett. Jeez, he covers the ground.
He sent half forward a couple of minutes ago.
Absolutely. I watched him. Yeah. He ran. He picked himself. He was slow to get up. And
well, he got front on, big time.
And I was watching him, and he just kept pushing and pushing.
No, he's amazing.
He's an athlete.
Yeah, unlucky enough to get a free kick in the.
Oh, well, it was a free, wasn't it? Like he just got cleaned up head on.
He'll win Port Fairy's best and fairest, sure.
Oh, by a mile. By a mile. Tell you what, obviously we'll have the opportunity to start talking team of the year and so forth, Matty. Like, he's going to be in consideration, strong consideration.
Slot him in. Well, who else is going to knock him off?
Well, you know he's in.
Well, you got Vardy, you got Levi Dan.
Hang on, yeah.
You got a couple of contenders.
It's him.
So the ball's into the hands of the Seagulls. As Pollock looks to present, ball nearly went through the fingers, socket off the ground there by Ryan, towards Rowan. Here's Gunning. Got met high. Free kick's going to go to Lockie Gunning. And he'll have a set shot at goal, 10 metres out on a slight angle.
I get this one, maybe the next one.
Yeah. He doesn't stop trying though, Gunning, does he? He just has a crack.
He's a workhorse. He's going to go the snap around the body. And they need this one. Comes around and has kicked a goal, Lockie Gunning. And he gives them a glimmer of hope, the Seagulls. 4-3-27 to 8-7-55. 28 points the margin. 6 minutes gone. Eyes Kelson on Hampton League Live.
Well, to say they needed it is an understatement, but they're still working, they're still trying, and as I said, tick that one off to the big ruckman for Port Fairy again too, because just his work rate I love.
Yeah, unbelievable. He's a super improved player.
Especially for a player that's been on the ball all day, to still have that sort of work rate.
Well, it's really him and Levi Dare that just ruck out all day, isn't it?
Fair effort. He's had another magnificent day this afternoon, that is for sure. You're right, Weeks, if they can just...
get the next one. Probably totally against the run of play, but...
So here goes Neve, goes back to Lockie Rook, so they're going to get a centre clearance here. Kick not his best, it was a bit of a scrubber. Ball on that far outer side. Swarbrick goes looking for
good effort.
Merkovich. Great tackle by Campbell. Umpire says play on, but the ball just dribbles across the boundary line, and we will have a boundary throw-in. Far outer side. Really good crowd here. Split round footy, Hilly. Another revelation from the league.
Boys. Carnival atmosphere. Yep. Sun sort of going by, starting to get a little bit cold, but great atmosphere. Guinness is flowing.
We've got a race on to the feature race, the Ori Star, isn't it, Ice?
It is at the moment, Matthew.
Well, what number's in the quaddie, mate, for the people playing at home?
We have 2, 7, 10, 11.
2, 7, 10 and 11. Splashback's the big spruik, of course. Steps up in grade today, though. And going to have to do it from the back of the field.
Just took too much time there at the end. But a free kick's going to go to the Koroit Saints. Cross half back. It was a good tackle, Wiggs.
Really good tackle. Just thought he had a lot more time than the Port Fairy player.
He's coming over the top. Is he not going to get there today? Eyes Kelson splashback, I don't think, by the looks of that.
The swipe forward. Here comes Jack Block on the left boot. Long inside. Forward 50. Paddy O'Sullivan on the end of it. Kicked into space, and Paddy did his work, and he's going to have a set shot. 15 metres out, and that was a beautiful kick by Jack Block.
Yeah, it was. Koroit really good. They get numbers up the ground, and then
push back hard.
They push back, and that's that real, especially from a transition from one end to the other, it's that get the ball out the back. But then they're also dangerous when you got your forwards in front of the ball.
So Paddy O'Sullivan for goal number 2. Oh, he's missed it. Probably didn't kick through it enough, Paddy. Just sort of looked to just...
Yeah, look, his kicking's probably one part of his game that's not as strong as some of his other areas, but he'd be disappointed he missed that.
So they go to 8:8:56. Koroit 5:3:33. Port Fairy 9 minutes gone in this third term. Matty Sell will bring it to the broadcast side. Harry Pollock will fly. Ball doesn't go into anyone's hands, and it's going to be all wrapped up with McKenna. Ball held to his chest with Stevens and Rook, the tacklers.
16-year-old Harry. God, he's going to be a big kid, isn't he?
He's solid, isn't he?
Yeah. Good effort, and he's presentable though. There goes Bartlett again. Quick handball comes out, cut off by Stevens, who kicks it forward. Seagull's got numbers around that contest. Can't pick it up there. He's Sal. Stacks on the mill, and we're going to have a ball up. Let's go around the grounds, all thanks to Matt Cohire, of course, and Jared Lowry. North Waterville taking on the Cobden Bombers. What's the latest out of Bushfield, mate?
Sun's still shining here, Stewie, which is nice. It's North Waterville now putting the foot down, 14-9-93 to Cobden 4-3-27. About 27 minutes gone in the third quarter.
So the Eagles getting the job done, and they will sew up top spot, I reckon, with victory today, boys.
Yes, wasn't already sewn up, it would be now.
Let's go to Bobby Thomas. Salmon Kangaroos v Terang Mortlake. What's the latest up at Melville, Bob?
We're just a few minutes short of half time. Terang just kicked the goal. We're 5-4-34 to Kangaroos 4-1-25. 26-minute mark.
Still close enough up there, and that is a must-win game for Terang Mortlake, boys.
Absolutely. They got a big half coming up.
Massive half this season as well, and truly on the line. It's be a good effort by the Kangaroos if they can secure a victory this afternoon.
And they're starting to play that game that's going to be hard to beat up at Melville Oval as well. So ball inside forward 50 for the Seagulls. Pollock does the ruck work, looking for Redmonds. Feeds it out. Nelson Hill. Kick forward. Goes out of bounds on the full free kick, and that was through James Edmonds on the standing start. Hard to get a bit of penetration.
We're alive in the quad ice.
Yes.
Rosé.
Yes, mate. Yes.
We're alive. 2 down.
Two to go. Well, it's the last league, mate, that brings us unstuck. You should know that.
Dobson went through his hands. Harrington cleaned up well. Over the top, Nagorka went to punch it onto a running teammate in Harrington. Feeds it back, Sam Dobson. Long kick inside, forward 50. Couch! Too strong in the end for McKenna. Used his body beautifully. And we'll have a set shot, 25 metres out, 45-degree angle. And this will take one of his best wigs.
Yeah, well, he's capable of these days. These are probably the ones he likes to kick, the hard ones. So, yeah, they're probably just a bit too big, too strong.
Couch comes in, keeps it low, and does enough. Will Couch kicks his second of the day and extends the lead for the Saints. They go to 9-8-62. Port Fairy 5-3-33. We've played 12 minutes in this third term here at the Gardens Oval in front of a big crowd. Good kick in the end.
Yeah, look, it was. And Tom Bolsh, he's been good off half back today. Like, just a couple of times. Again, when they get the ball on there from a mark-free kick in their back 50, they're so good at spreading, creating space for each other, and then they'll get some overlap run. They're really hard to get the ball off. So again, Port Fairy need to, look, ideally stop that, but it's difficult.
Missed him early, I reckon, Bolsh, didn't they, the Saints? Just that run and carry off, as you said, up half back.
Well, the thing is, he does run and carry, but the other thing is, if you give him time, he's an elite kick. Yes. Just finishes beautifully.
So here you go, the Seagulls. What can they conjure up here? Radush Mohan can't quite gather. JT. Dobson wrapped up in a tackle. Some people downstairs, they're sitting around the little table next to you, Wigsy, down there, and just got their back to the footy. They're just having a little afternoon.
Yeah, look at that. No, why he'd be, I don't know, they might be from overseas or something, and not at all interested, but anyway, yeah, they're in prime spot too, but
drinking Melbourne tins too. Good on them.
Having a Chardonnay, I think, so good on them.
Here the Saints through Tyler Stevens. Kick comes out, good mark in the end. That was Kelby Fleming. He's worked his butt off this afternoon, chasing that man off. Dobson. Merkovich reads it beautifully off the back of the pack. He kicks further afield to Rowan. Kick was beautiful. So Rowan, 60 metres out, wants to swing on that right boot. Mitch Ryan's going to be the target in the pocket. Kick was good. Just over the top of his head. Peterson was there. Saints getting numbers around that contest, and good pressure in the end. The umpire, Mickey Lowther, he says, boys, let's have a ball up. It's Paddy O'Sullivan, Wigsy, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement Solutions. Goes and has another breather.
Yeah, they're one down with Fraser Robb as in return, but yeah, they'll be managing Paddy's minutes pretty carefully, I think, now.
So ball up once again. Little banana from the pocket and goes straight out of bounds on the full.
So this is where Port Fairy, they need to try and stop Koroit taking it from one end to the other by a kick marker. And you know Koroit, they're going to spread the ground.
Nice kick there to Rook. Rook goes out further afield to Miller. It's not Wanganeen Miller. It's in those Saints colours though. Here's Hoy. Kicks further afield, beautiful kick to McInerney, who ran through the interchange bench. Right in front of the commentary box here. Goes short, Parsons. I like this kid. He's had a crack. Stood up when he needed to. Nice kick to Nagorka. Out in front of Akosh. Fingertip, a beautiful mark in the end. Little chip kick. And once again, uncontested football. No McCutcheon just on the end of it. Couldn't quite gather. There's Neve, left foot snap around the body, goes through for a minor score, but it's just that uncontested marking from one end to the other.
They're so good at making the ground big. So good, and changing angles with the ball and getting it wide, and then that little kick back to Nagorka brings the other side of the ground in. So that's just like good kicking, good footy.
So
So Matty Sal for Port Fairy will run his meterage and he'll pump it long outside defensive 50. Couch set himself and he was in the right position. Just couldn't quite hang on to it in the end. And we'll have a boundary throw in. About 70 out from the Koroit goal. They lead by 30, 9-9-63 to 5-3-33. 16 minutes gone in this third term of the Gardens Oval, and the sun's still shining. So McInerney front position. Bartlett did well. Fed the handball out, but only as far as Liam Hoy. And Hoy looked to screw it around towards half forward. McCutcheon, good body work for the Saints. Immediate plays on. Kicks towards Dobson. Oh, he nearly took a one-hander. Here's Dylan Gunning looking to repel. Robinson has to take on McInerney. Up the ground here is James Edmonds. Uses his pace. Gets a long kick towards Jason Rowan, who's out in front from Miller. Kept the lights going. Here's Rowan. Inside 50, screws it towards Mohan. It just ricocheted and it went into the hands of Campbell. And here's Tommy Bolsh looking to get the handball received. Feeds it back. Nagorka. And here they go again off half back. They're so clean. A little kick there to Harrington wasn't the best. Jumping on it there was Edmonds. Keeping it alive there was Harrington. And here they go again, the Saints, with a long kick towards half forward. But big Jakey Bartlett gets a fist in there. Here's Robinson. Coming through there was Fleming. They did well. Bartlett has another handball. Kicks it towards the centre square, but it's only as far as Liam Hoy.
The Saints go into attack once again. Dobson was the target. Why wouldn't he be? Well done there by Sell. Boys, Demons have had a big win over the West Coast Eagles. They're currently 76 points up, kicked 20 goals. How many for Cozzy Pickett, do you reckon?
7.
So they've kicked 20. What's 7? You got no headphones on, mate. You got to get your
By the look on your
headphones
face,
I'm staying 6.
by the look on your face, I'm thinking it's more than 7. I'll go 10.
Hilly?
7.
Hasn't kicked a goal. Not one score.
Really?
Out of that, you wouldn't believe that, would you? Amazing.
I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting you to go, he's kicked 12.
What about Isaac talking to Quinn? He had no headphones.
I was allowed to talk to you without everyone knowing.
It was like the cone of silence. It was unbelievable. Oh, Parsons was taken high there. Yeah, they picked that one out beautifully well. Plays on quickly. To Nagorka. It was blocked, was it? Contest at half forward. McInerney. Couch just kicks off the ground. Little toe poke. Good strong play. Stacks in the middle once again, and we will have another ball up. So Saints 9-9-63. Port Fairy 5-3-33. Eagles doing it comfortably over the Cobden Bombers. And Hamilton Morley, it's a tight one. Later start to Heaven League Live this afternoon. There goes Hoy. It's another workmanlike performance from the skipper. We will have another ball up. Really healthy crowd here.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Guinness is flowing down there too, isn't it, boys?
Yep, absolutely.
Good to see.
Possum and their eyes deep in it.
Handball comes out. It was good play. Oh, taken on there. That was Hamish Williams. Could have got the free kick, but he's been pinged for holding the football. And the resultant free kick will go to the Saints, and I reckon it's going to be Clemmy Nagorka.
He was playing under 14 for us.
They won the league best and fairest.
Yeah, he's under 14s.
15-year-old.
Fair dinkum.
Yeah, under 14.
So that's like our boys playing seniors next year.
14s, yeah.
Gee whiz.
He won the league best and fairest by about 26 votes last year. He was unbelievable. Here they go.
There might be a bloke in the blue and white that might do the same this year too.
And Dobson takes the mark. He's been such a key focal point this afternoon, marking everything, and he'll have a set shot from 20. How do you see Koroit's forward set up? I like it. I reckon they've got a lot of different personnel in there. Can bob up on a day if Dobson's not kicking goals or Burns not kicking goals.
Well, Will Couch is playing. He's probably playing. He's almost the feeder at different times, so kicking it in. But Sam seems to be playing a little bit closer to goal. You wonder on a big ground whether he'd play up a little bit higher. But Paddy O'Sullivan's the one who, probably. But we haven't seen much of Paddy on ball, which is probably where his best spot.
Dobson splits the centre, kicks his 4 for the afternoon. And they keep on going beautifully, the Saints. 10-9, 69 to 5-3-33. Third quarter action here on Hampton League Live. 21 minutes ticked over on the league contracting time clock. And it's been a good day for Samuel.
Well, the other option you get with Dobson, of course, and you can isolate him, like even at Reed Oval, because his work rate's so good. Imagine if you could get him isolated inside forward 50. It could be another performance like Mifsud at the
2003,
a long time ago. But it is a good setup though.
So they've got him and Paddy. So Paddy's at the moment, he's deep in the goal square. Sam's probably middle of the 50. And Couch, he's playing up pretty high.
And think about Taylor Byrne too, if they get him back and slot in.
Scary.
To be honest, like Connor Byrne's been a little bit quieter today too, you know. So there's
he's had a couple of set shots though.
He has, but they're running him a little bit more through the midfield too, and you know, like they got plenty of upside. This
and I've liked Neve off the wings, but
put it this way, you don't want to be playing Koroit, I reckon, in the final, do you? Nope. Oh, there goes Dobson again. Comes out. Handball goes forward to Harrington. Back to Parsons. Parsons goes over the top looking for Byrne bouncing football. Let's go around the grounds. All thanks to Matt Cohire. Jared Lowry. North Warrnambool v Cobden. What's the latest, Jez?
Cobden just scored the first one in the last quarter, Stewie. It's 2 minutes gone. North Warrnambool 14-9-93 to Cobden 5-3-33.
Beautifully done, Jez. Let's go to Bobby Thomas up at Melville Oval. Bob, Hamilton v Terrell.
Yes, in the middle of a long break at the moment, and the score of the Taylor Toyota scoreboard is 4-1-25 to Ring Mortlake 5-4-34.
Good game of footy, Bobby.
It is a good game for us. It's pretty high intensity, very fast. Excellent conditions up here, so it sort of blends itself to play that run-on fast type of football. So it's a pretty even match at this stage, really.
Love it, mate. Love your work. This one here, it's a little bit of a lull for night. It's the Saints controlling things at the moment. There goes Jimmy Edmonds. Can he go to? Yes, he can. Wrapped up by O'Sullivan. And we're going to have another ball up.
Wiggsy, Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day. Give me 4 or 5 names that are sticking out for you.
Well, look, he's not going to, they're going to, I would say, lose, but Jake Bartlett has been, I feel like he's been length of the straight Port Fairy's best player. All right, so I'll be thinking Sam Dobson, Tom Bolt should be probably up there. I reckon John and Neve, Gus Campbell, possibly a Blair McCook. Little Couch has been pretty good. So,
And Harry Noonan's just come in and kicked a good team goal in the end. So they're running away with it here at the Gardens Oval. 11-9, 75 Koroit, 5-3-33 Port Fairy. 24 minutes has ticked over. Some good handball chains there, and Noonan finished off the work.
Well, who do you think, boys? Because it's hard. We're not spoiled like the AFL boys. We don't have the stats, so we.
No, I think you're right. I think Dobson's been very good. I think Bartlett's as you said, the length of Flemington's been the best for Port Fairy. I reckon the Edmund boys have tried hard all day as well. They don't stop giving in. Nee's been great. Tommy Bolsher's impressed me. I've loved what he's done off half back and just his run and carry and athleticism. So, no, I think you're on the money.
Mac Peterson's been rock solid too down
as
back
usual.
Again.
Yep.
Yeah, he just gets the job done, doesn't he? But I reckon the best man on the ground is number 24, boys. He's probably had 13, 14 marks.
Well, he's been influential, hasn't he? Huge.
Unbelievable.
Jake Bartlett again.
Yeah, he's been enormous.
He might be best.
Guess his numbers for 3/4 time. Yeah, what do you reckon he'd be sitting on stats wise? He'd be nearly close to 30, wouldn't he?
He'd be rucker over stats. For
sure. Absolutely.
He had 28 last week, boys. Here goes the Seagulls. Edmonds just sells a little bit of candy, shimmies and he shakes, gets it back to Sebi McKenna. Bolsh intercepts. There's that man. He's been good too today. Sitting underneath it is Samuel. That's a good mark under a little bit of pressure. He's got players inboard. If he wants to use them, one of them's big Juggy Bartlett. A little chip kick over the top now. Bartlett's just standing there going, yes, give it to me. Goes down the line. Big man's going to fire. I reckon Mitch Ryan's tried hard in the fourth.
Agree.
Port Fairy, boys.
Yeah, good call. Good call.
I reckon he's been really solid this afternoon when the ball forays fought. for the Port Fairy Seagulls. And there's been a good contest, Georgie Schwarbrick and Paddy O'Sullivan. A little bit going on there with Neve and Bartlett. The boys at the bar just getting into it, a little bit happening off the ball too. It might have been McCosh and Zebby McKenna. So everyone's starting to get a little bit up and about and a little bit excited in this contest.
Got the volume on already.
So I was looking, I was actually thinking it was you, but it's me.
So Bailey Dewey gathers. Did well, little chip kick over the top, finds Gunning.
Yeah, well done.
Tight on the boundary. Looks to straighten it up on the lead. Oh, Rowan did really well, but just couldn't quite mark it in the end. Tyler Stevens on the left boot. Looks to go towards McInerney. Right place, right time. Just come onto the ground. He wanted a handball to a running block. So McInerney, he'll just go short. Just gets his meterage to Connor Byrne. He'll go across the face into the centre square to Neve. To Dobson. That's Hamish. Inside 50. Oh, he thought he had a teammate on there, but he didn't. It was Gunning. Dylan who took the mark. So he kicks out to Merkovich on right half back. 11.975 to 5.333. Third term, almost at its completion. He works it back. And the Seagulls through Fleming. Good penetrating kick across the 50. Goes to George Schwarbrick. He'll go down the wing looking for Lucas King, and he spots him. Good kick in the end by Schwarbrick. So they're possessing the footy here, the Seagulls, and that was sort of something we called upon at half-time. Not his best kick, King. He got some distance and some meterage. It'll go out of bounds, and they get a stoppage around 60 metres out from their goal.
He had Dylan Gunning in the middle. He just, like some guys just look sort of one lane, so that's where, again, Koroit had their spares dropping back there, Peterson and Bolsh, so just got to, kick the ball off the line a little bit.
Jakey Bartlett in front, got the tap down straight to Lucas Edmonds. His cousin James not far away either. The Saints ball in hand. Neve kicks it. Almost marked there by Dwyer. And the ball goes out of bounds once again. In front of a big crowd here at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy. 28 minutes gone, 42 points the margin as we're nearing three-quarter time.
Yeah, pretty good Port Fairy. A lot of light frames out there, Wiggsy, isn't there? Like,
they're hanging in there.
Yeah, no, pretty good.
They are hanging in there. Rossi against Parsons. Good play again. He's a strong little kid, Parso. Tackle comes on Evans too high. Going to go against him that time. That'll be Lucas Evans. Haven't seen as much of Lucas, I reckon.
Or James, I reckon. Yeah. Put a bit of
work into them.
Yep.
So, Lucas Edmonds. He kicks further afield. Mitchie Ryan, there he is, on cue. This kid, he's only small, but he plays tall. Rowan's a target, kicks into space. Kick was beautiful. That was great play. Really good play. Summed up the situation. Now this will be Rowan's 38, boys.
He's a little bit slower getting up, isn't he? But he's done a good job.
But this will just test his kick out here too, look, it's third quarter.
He's kept presenting all day, though.
He's been good.
Yeah.
Playing a bit deeper today, Jason Rowan.
This is, I reckon, right on his limit.
Yeah, absolutely. These days it is.
He goes short. Look who was going to go to. That was unselfish, and they played that well. And Jake Bale, boys,
he deserves one, doesn't he?
He might get the Matthews, boys.
Go out. Well, he could do too.
Go out in a limb, boys, and give it to a possible losing side.
40 possessions by the time the game finishes.
I'm leaving all that up to you, boys.
It's up to the special analysis in this commentary box with Greg and Adam.
With our in-depth stats.
No, worry about that.
Straight line to Knights Vision,
Go with
boys.
Gunfield, mate.
Jakey comes in. Jakey takes a goal.
Love it.
And what a game by the big fella. People will be sitting there going, geez, you love this bloke, but he's been...
He doesn't inspire you, mate. No one will.
That's right. Make him captain next year.
Unbelievable. He's like a lot fitter.
Yep.
And he's been really good. Outstanding.
So at three-quarter time, boys, the Saints just getting the job done. 11.975. They lead the Port Fairy Seagulls 6-3-49. That is a comfortable lead going into the final quarter. Trent Hill, Greg Kelson, Adam Dowie. We're going to take a break and we'll come back with final quarter action right after this on your home of football and netball 94.5 3YB FM.
3YB FM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
G'day, Luke Williams here. At Luke Williams Real Estate, competition is in our nature. Per team member, we sell more properties than anyone else. We're not the biggest, but we are the busiest. Luke Williams Real Estate. Let's kick some winning goals together this season.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Need insurance? See MGA Insurance Group. Great service, expert advice and competitive premiums for farmers, business owners and transport operators. Call Dennis and Gareth Morgan and Glenn Skilbeck, 55596 200.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family. Indulge in a delicious meal from the new menu and wood-fired kitchen. Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from the Thirsty Camel bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't miss Locals Night every Thursday night with food and drink specials, live music and more. For the perfect venue, it's got to be the Flying Horse, of course.
Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater has all your fresh meats ready to go. And small goods handmade on the premises daily. Yeah! Find Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater at Lucas Brothers Butchers with easy, convenient drive-through. Corner of Banyan and Lava Streets, Warrnambool.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop. Open up the shop, time for you, time for me. Love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Karamat Road, Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Hampton League Live.
For Sungold, fresh local milk, Ponting's Mitre 10, Harvey Norman Warrnambool and Madden's Lawyers.
94.5 3YB FM.
Welcome back to Hampton League Live. We've got 1 quarter to go here in our Hampton League Live match of the day. A little bit of a later start than normal, so that means a later finish. Next week, Hilly, it is Warrnambool v Portland over the Red Oval. What a big game that's going to be.
Yeah, looking forward to that one. The Blues obviously play a great brand of footy at the Reed, and I guess the big round, and obviously Portland have got a couple coming back over the next couple of weeks. Huppets, Moody, some of their prime movers. So it's a big fortnight for the Tigers because obviously they're in in amongst that 5 teams that are trying to consolidate a spot inside the top 5.
It's a big game, so that'll be Hamburg League Live next week, and then, of course, the week after, Hilly. Where are we off to the week after?
Yeah, the week after will be a special game out of Koroit, actually. Koroit taking on North Warrnambool. That'll be for the Connect Cup round. So the North Warrnambool Eagles and Koroit have played for the Connect Cup the last season or two, and obviously it's going to be a league round celebration of Connect Cup. So it's obviously talking about mental health and well-being and support networks and so forth around. So Matty Jolly and Mark Bowman and Brian White have done a heap of work. So that should be pretty exciting, but that'll be a really good game too. Koroit taking on the Eagles.
There should be a really big test, won't it? Because we'll see where both those teams will be at in a couple of weeks' time. So look out for our Hamburg League Live followers over the next little period of time. So last quarter, Sting's gone out of it, to be honest. There's a bit of interest. The Bombers are going to get the job done. I mean, the Eagles are going to get the job done over the Bombers. But there's a bit of interest in that other game, is it? Terrene Mortlake and Hamilton up at Melville Oval.
Yeah, 9 points at half-time, so you'd imagine the Bloods would want to come out firing in that third term to get it on their terms to try and get themselves in position to win.
Well, so what happens if the Bloods win today and Portland lose to Warrnambool next week? What happens there, Hilly?
Yeah, I'll tell you, Matthew.
Stop throwing scenarios.
I'll tell you what.
Stop bullying. They'll be on the same points. Portland would have better percentage. They'll be on the same points. Is that right?
I'm throwing things anymore. So they'll be on just different percentage weeks.
Yeah, so Portland's percentage is about 13% better.
Wow. Right. So, no, it's a massive game. Massive game. And then next week, the Blues, they'll be looking to bounce back too, you know, because they'll be disappointed with what happened last week. Here you go, the Saints say through. Liam Hoy has a running bounce, kicks it beautiful. Lacey out to O'Sullivan, swings onto the right. Paddy goes bang from 30, pulls it to the left. Goes through for a minor score. So first blood of this final quarter goes to the Saints, 11-10-76. Port Fairy 5-3-33. National Tiles scoreboard.
So a minute's just ticked over. Matty Sell, who's had the kicking duties all afternoon, goes out wide on that outer side. And the Saints, through a chain of handballs, gets to Lockie Rourke. Goes deep. McCutcheon, O'Sullivan. Paddy takes a nice contested mark, and it's good to see him back playing some good footy.
He's been good.
He's competed well, Paddy O'Sullivan, and he's looking to line up for his second. He's on a little bit of a tight angle there, but he should make no mistake here. Will he go conventional drop punt, or will he look to go the check side? Doesn't matter. He's gone a little bit of a check side, and he's kicked his second, and they go to 12-10-82. The Koroit Saints to 5-3-33, 49 points the margin, and he's kicked his second.
He's had a few shots too. What's he kicked, 2-3? Or?
Yeah, I reckon 2-2, 2-3.
Yeah.
So boys, just at the break, Chris McLaren was talking about, again, probably percentage in terms of try and put the foot down and make it a really good win. And Dusty McCork was just stressed and don't drop away, been really good for 3 quarters.
Hey Weeksy, how'd you get in the huddle if you were sort of burning Chris earlier in the day?
Yeah, they let you in? No, he sort of kept me away a little bit, so I just heard from afar. So
he's got the golden ticket over the Saints, multiple premiership coach.
Yeah, used to.
Handball from Bartlett. I reckon he'll have 40 when the stats come out over the weekend. He's been absolutely terrific. So has been. Gyre and Neave. He's a real connector for him. Gets into a running Lockie Rourke. Passes out in front to Dobson, who's just got the strongest mitts in the Hampton League. He'll go short. And he hits up a teammate. I'm just looking for this player to turn his back so we can have a look at his number, and it's Lockie Rourke.
Yeah. Getting busy in the last quarter.
Yeah, he's played pretty well too.
So we'll have the distance. It's a matter of the accuracy for Lockie Rourke. 45 metres out, 45-degree angle. He's 5 metres in from the boundary. Looking for his first of the day. Comes in. It's going to drop short. They fly. Here they go, the Seagulls, with a dump kick outside defensive 50 and fortuitously goes into the hands of Strawn Robinson.
Strawny, son of Big Show, Sauce. Or it would be Sob, actually.
Son of Show.
So, son of Show, yes, I like it. Drop the B. There's Edmonds far out of side now. He kicks further afield. There's Pollock, just goes through his hands. Saints getting numbers again. Well done there by Mitchy Ryan. He was dispossessed. Gathered by Pollock, little outside kick. McInerney's there. He gets the handball further afield to Dobson, to Rook. Rook now kicks into space. Blair McCutcheon's the target, bouncing football. Dribbles just out of bounds. And we are going to have a ball up. So Lockie Rook, boys, just tell me, so he lives in Queensland still and just travels back,
Don't know, mate.
Yeah.
I think so, but I'm not exactly sure of the details.
And
he's played majority of the games.
Pretty bloody good effort, isn't it? Big effort. Huge effort.
There's a couple of players in the handball league doing that sort of stuff, isn't there?
Scotty Carlin. Yeah, absolutely. He got the Saints again. McCutcheon to Campbell. Has a bounce now. Campbell, what a season he's had. Handball goes over the top to Nagorka. Back to Campbell. Running shot on goal. Has it got the leg? No, it hasn't, but take a nice mark in the pocket. And I can't quite pick up who it is. But I'll tell you what, it was a good contested grab. It might be Byrne. And Connor Byrne, he's going to go back and have a shot. He kicked the first of the afternoon for the Saints. It was a beautiful running goal. He's going to go left foot around the body, runs around, strikes it pretty good. Dobson on the end of it, goes through his chest, didn't have the legs that kick. There goes McCutcheon, steps through traffic. Lucas Brothers snag of the day, no. And gee whiz, that has gone through for a minor score. So the helmet, I reckon, might have just dropped his lunch there. Just see this last little bit.
I reckon the footy's stuck in the tree too.
Oh, it hasn't come down this time.
No, it hasn't come down.
Who's going to go up and get it?
Great Matty Stewart said it always
How many
comes
footies
down,
would be in that tree?
Oh, there used to be a lot more back in the day, Wiggs, when it was the old one.
Yes, that's right.
It was a squared off one.
Yep.
And there's a
Kids
kid
are
going up it. He's going up the tree. This is courageous.
Courageous.
Get him a pie and a can of Coke, because he has climbed, a la Dave Hughes style, straight up that tree. And he still hasn't, we can't see anything. We see a little bit of movement, but we haven't seen anything yet. Geez, I hope he doesn't come down and fall down or something. Wouldn't that be horrific for the punters? Anyway, they've played on with another brand new Sherrod. To be honest, a Sungold Milk Sherrod here. And here go the Seagulls, coast-to-coast football. Ryan on the end of it, just tried to step in, but it was a good tackle in the end by Mac Peterson. Radush Mahan dives on the football, and umpire Stevie Walker says going nowhere. They can transition the ball pretty well.
Yeah, that one they got out the back from a kick out and had some numbers there. So, yeah, when they were able to do that, but a lot of that time, that contest, they haven't been winning. It's going back inside for Koroit.
Blowout in the quaddy, boys.
Oh, no. They like the sound of that, Ozzy.
Too darn discreet.
Oh, gee, don't think I had that. Oh, no, I did have that in my quaddy. Sure.
You're alive.
I'm alive.
As long as you're alive.
Didn't you say 75% ice?
75%.
Still got one. Still got one leg.
Right, sorry. Right.
Yeah, I will climb that one, Oz. That is a result. For Danny O'Sullivan. Dickie Bates.
Yeah.
Trying to keep it in. Where's Nelson Hill?
Nelson Mandela Hill.
The hyphen. And Bartlett, he's looking to. He looks like he's tiring a little bit. Just watched him on the ground before getting up, and I'll tell you what, he's had an almighty game. He's a sensational play for the Seagulls, and he goes again with the tap. Coming through is Mohan. There he goes again, Radush Mohan. And there's Bartlett with a handball. He feeds out looking for Lockie Gunning, and he did well to gather it. He works it back. Robinson has to be quick. Merkovich, he has to be quick as well. He's getting tackled. He's wrapped up, and a free kick's going to go to Jake McCosh for the Koroit Saints. So it's a 50-point margin, 12-11-83 to 5-3-33. 8 minutes gone, final term.
Boys, I'm going to put this to you, right? So Ben Dobson, Taylor McHenry, Taylor Byrne, Dallas Mooney, Hodgins, Desi O'Keefe, Grayland. Who goes out? 6 or 7 to come in, who'd go out?
Gee whiz,
That's a
not
tough
going
one.
there, mate.
Not many passengers in this side this afternoon.
Not at all.
Rowan nearly took a one-hander. Miller did well. Campbell screws around the body, but he goes out too wide. And the Seagulls will get to have another chance to go inside forward 50.
So the ball, instead of our corner view here at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy, look around the corner. It's a little bit like that Reed Oval commentary box now. Mickey Lowther is squaring him up.
He's no chance here, is he, boys, to kick this Strawn Robinson?
I tell you what, he's not a bad kick. Nah, hasn't got it. It's kind of half-barreled at the end. Yeah, he's a young little punter, right? Oh, that was a great pick up there by Byrne to O'Sullivan. So Paddy's pushed up the ground a bit here. He's got Neve short, just hasn't quite seen him. He's got a running Tommy Bolt for him. He's been rock solid across half-back. Goes back. Goes back to O'Sullivan, who just gets a hand on it. He's under a little bit of pressure now. Back to Stevens. Stevens' kick had to be good. That was good by Allen for Port Fairy. He's 1v3. Does well. That's a win for Port Fairy.
That is.
He's had a crack today, hasn't he, Sammy Allen? He's done all right.
I don't know, all I've...
They have had a crack, haven't they? So umpire Stevie Walker got the sunscreen on that nude nut of his this afternoon. Rook just tries to just push his way through.
I've been waiting for that one, Matt. Taken to the fourth quarter to get there.
No, they've been messaging with the boys. They said we've been copying a few Kevin Bartlett calls. They do a great job, the umps. Eddie Dwyer last week too, he knew he copped a little bit of sting off the big fella, and he loved it. But they do a great job, the umps. I tell you, they've been really good all year for mine. I reckon the level of umpiring has stepped up a notch, which is great to see. Bartlett taken without or driven into the ground. Free kick for Jake. He's tired, and so he should be. Especially carry this side on his back this afternoon. He's a bit stiff and sore getting up. He looks a little bit like a younger Darren Stenhouse build, to be honest. Old Dashy, son of Gary. Oh, going back with a fight. Gee, where's Paddy O'Sullivan? When he gets wound up, he's going to be good to watch in the finals.
I'll tell you what, a great acquisition for the Saints. So, Peterson, who's just played his customary roll across half-back, has just caused havoc once again. Goes the short kick out in front of Noonan. Took a nice mark. Kicked a nice goal in that third term.
Rowy's got a crook shoulder here, boys. Comes to the bench. He's holding that right arm, that right shoulder. He injured, I reckon, when game for that mark, Weezy. Keep an eye on that, thanks to Koroit Pharmacy.
Yeah, looked a little bit sore.
Yeah. Bit proppy when he got up, wasn't he?
Ball's on that outer side wing, not travelling anywhere. And we'll have a stoppage. So it's 12:11:83 to 5:3:33. 11 and a half minutes gone, final term. Gardens Oval, been a big day. And a good crowd in attendance. Split round. 3 games this weekend. 2 games next week. Warrnambool and Portland. Camperdown and South Warrnambool. So the ball will go into the hands of the Seagulls. Lucas Edmonds tries it each and every week. He's a ripper. And he'll go inside forward 50, Robertson territory. That was Pollock, but a nice mark by Miller. So we'll get it to a running teammate and Mac Peterson. On his tail is Mitch, I should say, wasn't Mitch Ryan. James Edmonds. Goes towards goal, the dribbler, and it bounces across the point line and a minor score. So 5-4 to 12-11, 12 and a half gone in this final term.
Big shout out to Marita Murray too, who's looked after us with the food this afternoon. They always do a great job over here at Port Fairy. Been sensational. So the ball comes out towards the commentary box. Big fire from Jakey McCosh at the front. There's the two Edmonds boys combining. Quick kick goes forward. Free kick for a hold. It's going to go to young Pollock, who's really tried hard this afternoon. The 16-year-old. Harry, brother of Oscar, son of Michael. I haven't seen a lot of him, but what's his leg like, boys? Shot on goal.
You'll make the distance, you would think, so just
like the old man, he'll be a nice kick, don't worry.
The old man was a left footer.
And where he used to wear the 24 too, Polly.
Yep. So, in he comes. Harry Pollock. He's 38 metres out. Comes in. Strikes it. Good. Just pulls it to the left. They were going to come from everywhere, I reckon, for young Harry. Let's go around the grounds. All thanks to Matt Calhire. And it's Jez Lowry, North Warrnambool v Cobden. Must be nearly over there, Jez.
Yeah, 31 gone, Matty. Bit of a stalemate in this last quarter. Both kicking a couple of goals. So it's North Warrnambool 17-12, 1-14. The Cobden 7-4-46.
So the Eagles getting the job done fairly comfortably in the end, Jez. Siren's gone, mate, and that'll just about, I reckon, for mine, so up top spot on the ladder for the Eagles. I can't see anybody in the Eagles that have to really fall in a hole in the last few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go to Bobby Thomas, the close one up at Melville Oval. Bobby, Hamilton v Tarangamore, what do we got?
We're 22-minute mark in the third. We got Tarangamore like on 7-9-51, Kangaroos on 5-3-33. So still a bit of an arm wrestle going on here at the moment.
Just a slight buffer by a couple of goals to the Bloods in that third quarter action up there. There goes Connor Byrne over the top. Bounce just didn't favour Couch that time. McKenna comes through. Byrne goes again. Handball out to Hoy. Hoy's got a running rook. Choose the kick further afield. Ball stays in. Swarbrick happy to see the ball go over the boundary line, and we will have a ball up.
What are we thinking, boys, in terms I spoke about three-quarter time because the Sam Dobbs has owned a lot of it in the last quarter. It's
number 8.
Yeah, I still reckon he's been the best man on the ground across 4 quarters. Though not winning in the winning team.
That'd be a big call, Lily.
Would be.
Big call.
But I'm not calling it, though. It's either you two, Greg and Adam.
We just call the footy.
That's it. So Noonan goes inside forward 50. Dobson.
We're only halfway through the last quarter, so Dobson could still fire a bit here.
How many's he kicked?
4. I reckon he's kicked 4-3.
It's going to be someone from Koroit who's probably played a really good game who... Yeah, so it's tricky, but...
So the ball's in...
Get paid the big bucks, boys.
That's right.
And another contract extension for you, Wixie, by the sounds of it.
Ball to be thrown in, 40 out from the Saints goal. McInerney handballs it over the top. Running shot, a goal from Lockie Rook. That's a Lucas Brothers snag of the day, an absolute beauty from the Rookstar. And they go to 13-11-89, 5-5-35. Doing it beautifully here at the Gardens Oval, Port Fairy.
Yeah, look, their stoppage work again, well organised. He is one player along with Paddy O'Sullivan. And how many games Lockie Rook played, Hilly, just off the top of your head?
I reckon he would have played, what are we, round 15? I reckon he would have played maybe 10 or 11.
Okay, righto. So you just feel like he's coming into form, and even his second half's been better than his first half. So,
his last quarter especially.
Yeah.
Even the V-man's had enough downstairs. He's packed up the massage table.
Yeah.
And he said it's time for me to go inside. And might even crack one over. There goes the big man, Jakey Barlow, just grabs it out of the ruck again. Another clearance. His clearance would be enormous. Pollock does the roving, goes further afield to Edmonds. He was wrapped up in a strong tackle. Koroit Saints getting plenty of numbers around that contest. Peterson, a little bit of 1-2. Back to Couch. Couch now. He goes out that far out of side. Harrington, nice contested mark. Told to play on. Gets the handball over the top to Will Couch. Couch goes further, looking for McInerney. His handball was just dispossessed, and then the umpire will come in and say, let's have a ball up. So, far out of sight, 17 minutes gone. That is on the league contracting time clock. Coming through there strong was Angus Campbell. He goes down. McCutcheon was the target. Stepping through traffic, Nagorka, dispossessed, holding the football, and the resultant free kick will go to Port Fairy. And I reckon it might be Lee who gets it. And they play on quickly, so far out of sight. And that is gunning Dillon. Beautiful kick. And Mitch Wright, he's got to be in the best. He's second best for Port Fairy this afternoon. He's been brilliant across half forward. Edmonds, who's moved forward. Little dink kick, bouncing football. Oh, gets rushed through. That was good play by Hamish Dobson in the end. for a minor score. So 5-6-36, Port Fairy, Koroit 13-11-89.
Yeah, I agree. I reckon Mitrine's been terrific. He's competed hard at the contest for the whole game, and he's just given them obviously Rowan's been great up forward, but he's given them an option up there as well. So Hamish Dobson, short kick, finds Rook. He'll go short to Hoy, into a running Dobson. Good enough to get it to O'Sullivan, who just dropped in the last moment. Gathering there is Nelson Hill. Trying to rip it out of the air was Hoy. And we'll have a throw up between wing and half forward.
Hoy giving him the old...
Oh, bit going on here too, boys. Just, a couple of fines going to get handed out by Trent Hill at head office during the week, I'd say, boys. Yeah, just ball it up, Steve.
Is it Hoy on the bottom there?
No, so they're getting a little bit vicious here late.
He's been scruffed, old Hoy.
He has, the big Hoy. He's got a little bit of red around the face, hasn't he? Might have been Zebby McKenna in there too.
Bit of Graham Hoy about him there.
And Zebby works for our great man, our great sponsor, Toot Traffic, Toot Carter out of the farm. Quick kick goes forward now. Saints into attack once again. Coming out was Kelby Fleming. Stacks on the mill. And we're going to have another ball up, boys.
So 19 minutes gone. Final turn. The margin is 53 points. 13-11-89 to 5-6-36. Umpire Walker to throw it up. McInerney, Bartlett. And the ball travelling about a metre in favour of the Koroit end of the venue. He's been unbelievable, Jake Bartlett.
Yeah.
The volume up for Matt again. He's good at it. Here comes Matt Sal. Wrapped up by McCutcheon. Gathered by Nagorka. That was Clem. Dobson couldn't mark. Paddy O'Sullivan sidesteps. Paddy for number 3. Yep. He's kicked his third. A beautiful right foot snap.
And running straight to the bench too, Paddy.
2 weeks in a row he's kicked the 3 goals, and they go to 14-11-95 Koroit to 5-6-36 the Port Fairy Seagulls. And I'd say they'll put the blanket on him and say thanks, Paddy, for another great week.
Good return. Good to see him back playing footy, isn't it? Good kid. Geez, his brother's going well too. He's had a good first season, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, Radush Moani just had to wait for someone to come on there for him. So 21 minutes gone, final quarter. Hammerling live match of the day. It's been a really commanding victory. Good first quarter from the Seagulls. They come out. Intensity was good. We always knew it was going to be tough for them to sustain that. So here go the Saints again. Kick goes forward. Oh, that's a big contest. That was courageous. Brant John Deere, no fear from Sammy Allen. McKenna, he's put under pressure, holding the ball, that'll be. And the Saints will go back and have a shot, 45 out, virtually directly in front. I think it might be
Connor Byrne, I think, is it?
Yeah.
Connor Byrne.
He's a ripper tackler, and he hits you hard 2 weeks.
Yes.
He's strong.
I think the younger brother's a bit the same.
So Byrne, he's kicked the one this afternoon. He's had a couple of shots. He'll kick from 45 directly in front. Kicks it beautifully, but just hasn't got the accuracy in the end, Connor Byrne, and it's a minor score. 14-12-96 to 5-6-36. It's a flat 60-point margin here at the Gardens Oval. So Kelby Fleming, I should say, kicks it out, was looking for King, and a free kick's getting out towards the Koroit Saints through Noonan. So Noonan will go long back inside the forward 50, Dobson territory. They fly at the back, and the Saints will get an easy one. And they get it through Clem Nagorka, and it bounced out of the tree, thank God. Didn't get stuck up there, and they hit the ton. 15-12-102 Koroit to 5-6-36 Port Fairy. Nagorka with his first of the afternoon. And it's been a very good game from the Saints since quarter time.
Yeah, that was that ball just get over the back then as a defender. You just got to make sure that's coming forward. But it's just sort of junk time a little bit now. So But yeah, Koroit probably just trying to get through the next 7 or 8 minutes without any injuries. Patio sub, I don't think he'll come back on. I think they'll keep him off.
Keep him on ice.
Ice, Kelson.
Ice, baby.
There he goes. That was Strawny Robinson. He's played a little bit of time through the midfield this afternoon. We haven't seen a lot of Merkovich today, boys, have we?
No,
He's
really.
still covering that groin, or like he's had a few troubles with that groin.
Bartlett.
Oh yes, Davey. Oh yes. Kick there to Lucas Boyd. Ice Kelson. My old girl still thinks that's his nickname, Ice. Oh, Judy. How's Ice going? I said he's going good, Judy. AKA Ice.
Ice Kelson.
Ice.
That's how big he is.
Robbie Nahas. We're in junk time. And ball far out of side, 15-12-102, the Saints, Port Fairy 5-6-36. Here goes Jack Block, big raking left foot kick. Going back with the flight was Fleming. He is going to sleep well tonight, Kelby. That is for sure.
He's going to have nightmares.
He ran all over the ground today. Whoever plays on Sammy Dobson, I'd love to see their heat map or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah, GPS stuff.
He'll be awake in the middle of the night and Sammy will be running around his bed.
Oh, it's phenomenal, isn't it?
He'll take a lot out of this, though, Fleming. He's that type of kid that will he'll sit and reflect and learn, won't he, Wiggs?
Great kid.
And he's had a good year. He's, and to get the, like shows where he's probably at, because, to get the number one forward shows that he's the number one defender.
Yeah, and you know what? If it's going in there like it has been all day, he's going to do that to anybody, isn't he?
He's done pretty well.
It's just the work rate of that man, Dobson. He is an absolute running machine. So Saints go forward once again. Parsons over the top to McCutcheon. A little bit of volleyball action. Harrington on the end of it, running into goal. There's another one. Geez, that was a good goal too. Lucas Brothers, snag of the day contender. Get down there and have a little bratwurst with Pete Harris.
Little training drill now.
It is.
That was great. He's done some good things today, Blair McCutcheon. He's a classy player, but just a nice little tap on there. So they've probably done those little things. They've certainly, since quarter time, upped the pressure on Port Fairy. So they've had I think they really probably a quarter time would have said we need to increase our pressure and our tackling, which they've been able to do really well. And then their ball use has been quick at times from their back half to their front half. It's been controlled, like I said, fast, slow when they need to go. But they've definitely got going since the first quarter.
Hey, boys, just around the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire, the Gold Coast Suns 25, Richmond 1. That's going to be a long day at the office for the Tiggies. And then the Sydney Swans 27 leading the Bombers 16, and the Melbourne Demons had a big victory over the West Coast Eagles earlier. So that is around the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire. And in the NRL, boys, it's a little bit of an NRL update. You're not going to believe that. Panthers 24, Titans 26, 7 minutes to play, and the Panthers were 16 zip, and the Titans are no good. So
really?
that is unbelievable.
At where? Sure is that?
At Gold Coast. That is at the Seabus Super Stadium on the Gold Coast. So that would be a huge turn up. So here goes McCutcheon though. He's going to go back and have a shot. That man you just spoke about, Wiggs, Zebby McKenna, just runs off. He's got the rip jumper. He's tried his butt off today for the Port Fairy Seagulls. So McCutcheon comes in, tight angle, just pulls it to the right, goes through for a minor score.
Boys, Zebby McKenna down here in front of us. I reckon he's done a soft tissue. He's in a fair bit of discomfort, a lower left leg injury.
Not cramp,
no,
is it?
I don't think so. Nope.
Jeez, I'll be too to be worried about that. He might not be able to work on the farm this week. And the V-man's packed up shop. He's gone in. He's not even massaging anymore.
No,
he said
he'd be halfway through a steak now.
And he would have washed it down with some mac and cheese or something, the big fella, because he's an eating machine. So Sting's well and truly going out of this one. 28 minutes gone. I think it might have been just cramp, Wiggs. He's up.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, not
If you're
sure,
listening,
mate.
Toots, get him
Not
to have
sure.
some salts ready for the big fella during the week. Oh, that could have been deliberate in the AFL. It probably was, Hilly.
Yeah, disguised well by Mitch.
Wasn't it? What about the big Cam, the boundary umpire?
Cam Munster?
Pedlar.
I was going to say McCallum.
He's actually doing VFLW again tomorrow. Yeah, which is great.
What a great effort.
Yeah, no.
He gives it a massive heave, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, he's a very good talent.
He'll make it now.
I think so. Here's Connor Byrne just brushing past everyone, looking for McCutcheon. Oh, well done there, Bailey Dwyer. Did well with his hands. Robinson, Edmonds, only as far as Byrne. And he's happy to just sidestep out of bounds and we'll have a boundary
That's what
throw
they've
in.
been really, just that little passage of play there, just give them no time, so they've just got numbers and Porphyry will handball someone there instantly under pressure.
So Jake Bartlett, who's rucked from start to finish, got another tap out.
And a tackle.
And a tackle. Here's Jiren Neve. Feeds the handball over the top. Gets the 1-2 back, but he's wrapped up straight away. And it's holding the ball against Jiren Neve. So it's Lucas King. He'll bring it to the broadcast side. Looking for Tweedley. Game number 2 for Xavier Tweedley.
Only a young kid, like
Yeah, he's under 18s. He'll go down the ground. Big flight Pollock. Here's Lockie Rook. Just composes himself and gets the handball out to Peterson. Gets it back. Goes down the ground, but he kicks it out of bounds on the full and the Seagulls will get the free kick. 29.5 gone, and it's the Saints leading by 73 points.
Let's go around the grounds, all thanks to Matco. Hi, Bobby Thomas up at Melville Oval. Bobby, what's the latest? The Bloods taking on the Kangaroos?
Yeah, we're just ticking over 4 minutes into the last quarter. The Bloods just called themselves another goal, so they're sitting on 8-12-60. The Kangaroos 16-39.
So I'll tell you what, looks like the Bloods are going to be over. Gee whiz, I'll tell you what, we've just seen a really good goal back here, Bobby, and it was Lockie Gunning, just beautiful front and centre football roving, and Gunning just dribbled one through.
James Edmonds' boys limping off too. He's no good.
He's not in a good way. The masseuse, as I said, has packed up shop, so there's not going to get any rubs on his boys.
No, you'll have to go in for one.
So a little bit of icing for the Porphyry boys here late.
That was a good goal.
It was.
That just about be
Lucas Brothers snagger the day contender.
just about.
3 kegs of Guinness they've gone through this afternoon. Johnny Vanderkamp just texted me, boys, that's not a bad go. And time's running out. If you want to go, if you're a past player, get over there and get amongst it. Parsons now. Centre clearance. Sammy Allen reads it better. Been good, Sammy Allen.
Yeah, he's done well. Yeah. I think he played his debut game last week or the week before, so he's only a couple of games into his handball career.
The players have been fantastic.
Thanks, Steve.
Get Braxy back in, government.
Here's Lucas Edmonds.
Fantastic.
That's right, Blackers.
Great sponsors they have been since interception.
Davey Deed is working some absolute magic at the headquarters.
Helen Blode.
Blackie features a lot.
Oh, I love it. Jake Bartlett, he's still in there. I can't do it anymore.
He's quick draw McGraw. Is Davey D.
It's time to pack up.
Bring the mic in, boys. Crowd mic's going getting a little bit cold.
Yeah,
stay, boys.
Stay.
We'll see
old Hilly.
who's going down for the post-match.
Not doing Hilly any good.
We want the old post-match player of the day, boys. Start thinking that Matthews Petroleum too. Now, man, Hilly, he needs to be really looked at. We need the doc up here immediately just to get
There's a lot of pressure, a lot of peer pressure here.
Well, we asked for a COVID test a couple of weeks ago.
Clear COVID. You give it to me though, and I think my immune system with that high altitude stuff out of 24/7 has plucked me through. Here you go,
Good skills, young
Porphyry.
Hamish
Bouncing
Williams.
football, and goes through for a minor score.
Long quarter, boys.
It is a long quarter. 6-7-43 Port Fairy. Koroit 16-13, 109. 33 minutes gone. And that is on the league contracting time clock. And we're just waiting for the boys next door to hear that beep beep.
20 seconds. Beep beep.
20 seconds to go, they're telling us. So Miller goes long. Good mark by McInerney. He goes inboard, puts him under a little bit of pressure, and a good intercept mark that time. And that was young Lucas King.
5 seconds.
5 seconds to go. Can they pluck one late into the pocket? No, they're not. And there it is. There it is. And Koroit, after being challenged in that first quarter, they responded and they've won this contest comfortably. 16-13, 109 to Port Fairy 6-7-43. And that's on the national title scoreboard. Wigsy Dowie, Greggy Kelson and Tread Hill. It was an emphatic victory in the end.
Yeah, look, it was. And we spoke about percentage. Now, Hilly, you're a great mathematician, being an ex-teacher. Mate, so what's that? 66 points. Like, what's that?
Yeah, well, I'll work it out for you.
Right.
So if you give me 2 minutes and I'll work out what it might look like.
Penny Panthers, 26 all. They're squared it up with Gold Coast with a minute to go. So there'll be Golden Point. It'll go to Golden Point if need be.
Penrith lose.
They'll slip to about sixth or seventh.
Is it a final 8?
Final 8, but top 4 double chance. Weeks, that's the same as AFL.
Yeah,
effectively.
Yeah. No, look, Koroit again. Credit to Port Fairy. They battled away, particularly their first quarter, and we sort of said at quarter time. Now they've just got to maintain it, and they just weren't able to do that. And Koroit up the ante, and with their pressure and Koroit's ball use, then once they're able to get control of the ball, we know they're going to run. They get numbers back and then just run forward and use them up on the way through the middle of the ground. They were able to do that and got the ball out the back a few times and quickly from one end to the other, and that really helped Sam Dobson. Paddy O'Sullivan got better as the game went on, so did Lockie Rook. Will Couch he played pretty high, sort of getting up around stoppages and sort of getting in the back half, and he was good. So yeah, they had contributors all over the ground. Yeah, but for Koroit, we spoke about it. That was a must-win, absolute must-win game. Particularly Port Fairy again, they're battling away, but game they had to win Koroit, and they did it.
Hey Wiggs, what was their starting percentage at the start of the day?
Yep, their starting percentage, mate, at the start of the day was 121.85.
Yeah, so now they're at 128.03, so they've added up about 6.5.
Yeah. So yeah, in terms of percent now, they've gone into second spot.
Yep.
So with their percent in terms of has gone above South Warrnables.
So righto, so they go into second position on the ladder now, the Saints. If Camperdown happen to roll the Roosters next week, and Warrnambool beat Portland, do the Blues go to second spot on the ladder?
Well, they'll go to second spot because they're a game ahead.
Yes, they would. Yes. Yeah.
Gee whiz, it's such an exciting. Is that app privy, Hilly, to doing live ladders, the Play HQ, or will that?
No, it hasn't got that setting on it, but we can certainly do it pretty easy when you've got the scores and the calculators and so forth. Yeah, it's not too hard to do it.
Especially when maths was your major. Hey, that is for sure. We bombed out in the third leg of the quarter.
Yeah, 3 legs. That's standard. Standard equipment.
We did get the final leg, but I must admit I dipped out in the final leg. I had Illy Ivy. Was my little go. You had the last leg or
something? Yes.
And what had the third leg? Oh, you can't be doing that. You cannot be doing that.
No, just a little interest one.
Oh, unbelievable seeds. Hey, listen, this is the post game. All thanks to Bojangles Pizza and Pasta. Get your fix today. And also, Matty Canadian, the team at Conquest Portals, the great man, for all your pool needs. And now's the time, if you're thinking about putting a pool in, now's the time to be doing it. And Matty will look after everything. They can plumb it in. They can do anything you want. They can sort it all out for you. So if you want to whack one in, the team at Conquest Pools will do it. Hey, listen, boys, let's take a break. We'll come back with our award winners and what has been a really big victory in the end to the Koroit Saints over the Port Fairy Seagulls.
3YB FM's Hampton League.